a left elbow injury. Now he is dressed today, but if he'll play, how much he might play, still to be determined. The good news, though, for Liberty, their backup quarterback, Chris Ferguson, not your normal backup. A lot of experience for him.
Yeah, not whatsoever. Chris Ferguson, a transfer from Maine University, comes in with a ton of experience, has thrown for over 5,000 yards, 35 touchdowns. So it will change the dynamic of the offense. He's so much different from Willis being a true pocket passer as compared to Willis, who really likes the RPO game. So, but he'll do a great job of putting the ball into the hands of his skilled players.
With more on Chris Ferguson, we check in with a third member of our crew, Emily Austin.
Yeah, guys, for those of us who don't know much about Chris Ferguson, let's get to know the QB a little bit more. As Joe mentioned, he transferred here from Maine, where he put up some solid stats. As soon as he joined this Liberty squad, he was an instant leader. He told me that was a trait that he got from his mom, who taught him at a young age the importance of being a server. Speaking of family, Chris is one of 11 in the Ferguson household. He's number 10 in the birth order, and you don't have to go very far to find more of the Ferguson family here on Liberty's campus. His older sister, Danielle, is number 8 in the birth order, and she is actually Liberty's team dietitian. His youngest sister, Lizzie, who's 11 of 11 of the birth order, plays lacrosse here at LU. Guys, there is 9 girls and 2 boys in this family. I asked Chris, how in the world did you survive with 9 sisters? And of course, he had a positive outlook on it. Hey, Em, it was basically like having 9 more moms.
Well, I think we could probably fit most of the Ferguson family here today. I'm not sure if they'll let them all in with the limit on 1,000 people that can come to the game here today. But on the other side, we're talking about North Alabama. First game of the season. They're one of only 15 FCS teams to play in the fall. They have only 4 games on the schedule this year, Joe. How does that affect you as a coach, knowing you have such a small window to try to get some things done?
Yeah, as the Arizona State University head coach, former NFL coach Herm Edwards said, you play to win the game, and that's the bottom line. This is a school that is rich in tradition and have a great culture of winning, and they're coming in here to win this football game.
They are a part of the Big South Conference. The Big South's plan is to play in the spring, as you see there, although North Alabama is still unsure if they want to do that with where their program is. They're still in the transitional phase to Division I football, so they may just call it quits after the 4 games here this fall. That's still something that they're sorting out. North Alabama, 3rd year of their transition as they continue to make that move to the FCS ranks. As the players have taken the field for both sides. And again, we're keeping an eye on Malik Willis. You might have seen him right there on the bottom of your screen. He is dressed, has his helmet in hand, so we will see if he's able to play today for the Flames or if they decide to go a different route. Liberty off to a 2-0 start, trying to move to 3-0 for the first time since 2017, and it's really been the run game in that offense that has been so explosive for them in these first couple of games. As you mentioned, Joe, that could look a little bit different here today, at least from the quarterback position. So that will be something to keep an eye on, and maybe a little bit more responsibility shifts to the running back group because they may have to carry more of the bulk in rushing the football.
Yeah, correct. Joshua Mack and Peyton Pickett have done such a fine job in the run game and the size of Liberty's offensive line and how well they've run the football. It goes back to, once again, Chris Ferguson's going to have a day where he just puts the ball in the hands of his playmakers, and some of that's at the running back position and some of that's at the receiver position.
North Alabama trying to find some success on the road. It did not come easy a year ago for them. They were 1-5 away from home, giving up almost 42 points per game, albeit their road schedule was a lot more difficult than their home schedule the season ago. As you take a look at some of the competition they faced in 2019, ranked opponents, Kennesaw State, what a great program. Liberty knows them well from their Big South days. Montana, Jacksonville State, Monmouth, all of those games on the road. So as I mentioned, tough road slate for them a year ago. Tough 4 games period for them here this year. But you're making that move. FCS, you're in the transitional phase. Right now, I know Coach Willis is just thrilled to have games, period, here in the fall. He said, we just want to get out there and hit somebody else. Yeah, they think we're in October right now, and this is the first time they've hit a different colored jersey. So I know they're excited to kick this season off. Flames will kick it away to North Alabama. They will have the ball first here in Lynchburg. As it looked like Parker Driggers, one of the 2, back deep. He will take it at the 10-yard line. Quickly wrapped up and dropped at about the 17. Remember, last week, opening kickoff was taking the distance by FIU. Liberty does a much better job covering that kick.
Yeah, good job on kickoff coverage right there. Still like to see, we've been watching Liberty's kicker, and that one ball like it went down to the 10-yard line. See, like get a little deeper on the kicks.
So here comes North Alabama. Some questions too at the quarterback position for them. They've got a couple of guys, Blake Deaver, Rhett Files. We expect to see them both today. It will be Deaver who gets the nod, and that's what we expected. Chris Willis saying he would get the start today, but they'll work in Files as well. Deaver, redshirt senior.
Deaver 6'3", 257 pounds.
Played a little bit last year. No empty backfield here right out of the gate. Lofts one, caught, and a solid pickup on first down. That was Cortez Hall who made the reception.
Yeah, I really like Deaver on that play. The first play of the game, Liberty brings an inside backer blitz. He throws the hot route to the blitz side, so that's good nerves to see that he settled in and making his reads early in the game.
I'm sure you want to dial up some easy throws if you can early, get him into a rhythm. So 2nd and 4 after that pickup. One back in the backfield. Handoff, angling to the far side. And wrapped up and dropped after the short gain. Offensive lineup for North Alabama. Looks like this. There's the big fellas up front. And they do have pretty good size on that offensive line. Really on both lines. Got some good size up front. Explosive playmakers, especially at the wide receiver position for UNA. We'll get into those receivers more as we continue, but really 4 guys that make up the bulk of that receiving corps.
And Coach Willis really spoke highly of his receiving corps.
Big 3rd and 4 here early in the ball game for the Lions. And a flag comes in.
False start. Offense. Number 72. 5-yard penalty. Third down.
Cameron Watson flagged for the penalty. Well, Liberty's defense has been good at times this year. What's really bitten them has been the big play. And we saw that firsthand last week against FIU. Some long touchdown scoring plays from the Panthers, and that was really a point of emphasis this week from the coaching staff. Have to limit those big plays. Right now they're just trying to get off the field. 3rd and 10.
Play calling changes now after that penalty.
Deaver steps up in the pocket, now going to run with it, has a shot at the first down, knocked out of bounds close to the sticks, and we'll see where they mark it. Javon Scruggs came up and put a hit on it.
Yeah, Javon Scruggs really came up and put a nice lick on Deavers on this play. This is a big man coming at you right here, and Javon is not large side, but man, he packed a punch right there in order to avoid him being able to pick up that first down.
He flies around. It brings up 4th and short, and the punting unit comes on. Joe Gurley, all-conference punter, in there for the Lions.
The players called Javon Scruggs the general, right, Matt?
Yeah, that's right.
See why.
Punt is away. DeMario Douglas ranging back to get it, calls for the fair catch, and makes it at about the 27. So the Liberty offense taking the field, and it looks like it will be Chris Ferguson taking the field.
You know, I know they don't get a lot of credit, but that was a gorgeous punt. The punter hit a beautiful punt right there, nice and high, and turned it over, gave his gave his punt coverage team plenty of time to get under, be able to get that fair catch.
So Chris Ferguson making his first start since early last season for Maine. He's alongside his former Black Bear teammate Josh Mack in the backfield. Both of those guys making the move west as Ferguson slings it out. Stubbs has a block, now coming to the near sideline and gets up just shy of the 35-yard line. This Liberty offense has been pretty explosive this year, 33 points per game in their first 2 contests, and it all starts up front with those offensive linemen, a veteran squad that has really led the way. Ferguson pulls it out, looks downfield, fires, has a man, Stubbs behind the defense, but he stumbles down and then drops the football as well. He'll end up going down just shy of the UNA 40, and that one could have gone the distance.
Yeah, I really like Coach Free's idea of coming out and trying 2 pass plays in a row, a horizontal play over to Stubbs and then a vertical play, so letting him get settled in. Good play calling.
Ferguson going to pull it out again. Takes another shot downfield. Some bumping going on as C.J. Yarbrough, the intended receiver. That falls incomplete. Take a look at that catch a moment ago from Stubbs. Stubbs with a big game a week ago. 119 yards against FIU, and he's off to a good start here.
Yeah, I really like the play call there. He had 2 trips to the left side. The outside guy and the inside guy both ran 6-yard hitches, and then DJ Stubbs, instead of hitching up, just gave a little stutter and go and was able to get behind the defender.
Handoff coming to Josh Mack. He's only able to pick up a few, so it'll bring up 3rd and long. DJ Stubbs, senior. Mentioned the 2 early catches. And so he's hitting some milestones here late in his career. We mentioned the big success he had a week ago against FIU. Picked up his 100th reception earlier. Meanwhile, Josh Mack went over 3,000 yards rushing in his career last week. Now over 1,000 career yards at Liberty. So a lot of playmakers on that offense, as you mentioned. 3rd and 8. Ferguson has it batted up in the air, somehow caught by Mack, and that may have been the worst decision he could make because they're going to lose big yardage. That one batted right back into the face of Chris Ferguson.
Yeah, Lions gave Ferguson a really good look, went cover 2, was able to sink back. He was trying to find a shot down the sidelines and had a big, well, perfect to say right now. Lions got a big paw up to bat that one. That's too easy.
Yeah, I've been waiting to use that all week. Yeah. So Aiden Alvis comes in to punt it away. Alvis had some struggles last week. Was pretty good week 1 against Western Kentucky. High spiraling kick. Jack Peavy lets it bounce, and that was a good call as it rolls through the end zone. That'll get us to our first timeout. Each team has had a possession. Neither has been able to get much going offensively.
For more than 120 years, we've been there. In churches and schools, camps and senior living centers. We've been there in times of joy and in the most difficult moments, in times of loss. And our success has been measured not by the bottom line, but by our unwavering commitment to protecting our customers so they can continue their important work. Church Mutual Insurance Company, protecting the greater good.
Carter Bank & Trust has supported Liberty University for over 3 decades. When many were skeptical of Liberty's vision, our founder, Worth Harris Carter Jr., understood the vision and saw its potential. His instincts were correct. Liberty University has become a regional economic engine. We continue Mr. Carter's legacy by working with determined visionaries to transform potentials into realities every day. As with Liberty University, Carter Bank & Trust is proud of the past, focused on the future.
Only a few generations have been granted the role of defending freedom in its hour of maximum danger. I do not shrink from this responsibility. I welcome it. The energy, the faith, the devotion which we bring to this endeavor will light our country and all who serve it. And the glow from that fire can truly light the world.
Back at Williams Stadium, no score here early between Liberty and North Alabama. North Alabama, and Joe, you mentioned some of the tradition this program has since 1990. Only this little school in Tuscaloosa has a better winning percentage than do the Lions, and that just speaks to the success they had at the Division II level, now trying to continue that same success on here at the FCS level.
They love some football in Alabama. I tell you what, there's a lot of sweet grandmas right now that get mean and nasty when it comes to football Saturday in Alabama.
I think I saw actually North Alabama led the Big South in attendance as well last season. So yeah, they like it a lot. Good tackle is made by Aaron Pierre. Defense getting some penetration. Pierre, the junior out of Tampa, Florida.
Yeah, like you said earlier, Matt, the main thing that Liberty's focusing on this week is to eliminate a lot of those explosive plays that they had last week, and that's shoring up the secondary, and then most importantly, being able to get a pass rush by only having to bring 4 guys.
Yeah, those ends, those edge rushers, Darrell Johnson, Trayshawn Clark have been explosive. They're both out there right now. Standing in the pocket, firing down the middle of the field, and a completion. Good strike for Cortez Hall. Blake Deaver has looked pretty sharp here in the early going.
That was a really good throw. Really liked his progression right there. He had man-to-man up top, and then Liberty was playing a zone down at the bottom, and he knew he had a dig route, which is a great inside running route against the zone. He did a good job putting it in there.
Deaver standing in again. Things breaking down. He's going to get what he can with his feet and go into a slide at the 45, just shy of the first down marker. Well, normally, Coach Willis told us, we'd like our quarterbacks to be able to do a lot with their legs, really be involved in the rushing game. Said the guys we have right now, that's not as big a part of what they do, as big a part of their skill set, but they can get you a few when you need it, and that's exactly what Blake Deaver did there.
Yeah, he showed that twice already today. And this is what the Lions offense has to do. They have to put themselves in these second and medium, second and short downs, because it allows them to open up their playbook.
Deaver with the handoff. Howell trying to break it outside. A flag comes in as he crosses midfield. We'll see if this flag brings it back.
Holding. Offense. Number 76. 10-yard penalty. Second down.
It's Joe Maxwell flagged for the hold, so a couple of early penalties. Remember, the Flames were big benefactors as far as that went last week.
Yes.
Was it 15 penalties that FIU had?
Take a look there. Out having that defensive end.
Yep.
As he was pushing upfield, got him around the waist and knocked to the ground. Anytime you have those point of attack plays and there's a possibility of a penalty, the ref's always going to make that call.
So second and 13 now for the Lions. Deaver gets rid of it. Catch is made by Hall. He's going to go 2 guys. Another flag reigns in. So we'll sort out this penalty now.
It's going to be blocking downfield.
Pass interference. Offense. Number 9. 15-yard penalty. Second down.
Well, you had second and about 1.
Yeah.
And then back-to-back penalties as Jacoby Bird whistled that time. Working on Aaron Pierre.
Yeah, basically the play there is he threw the drive route underneath, which is past the line of scrimmage, and he was already blocking or interfering down the field, which you're not allowed to do.
So you're in a great spot.
Yeah, second
now it's
and 2.
Second and 28. Just see if you can get a chunk of that back here on second down and give yourself even a chance on third. You go with the draw, nothing happening. Pierre has him, finally slings him down, as Howell didn't have much room to run. Aaron Pierre is a guy, played well week 1 against Western Kentucky, and a guy that Hugh Freeze said, you know what, at one point earlier in his career, he was kind of thinking, man, maybe this isn't the place for you. Maybe you just need to move on. But they have raved, Coach Freeze and the rest of his staff, about the maturity that Aaron Pierre has shown really since the fall. So he's a different guy, and he's playing like it as well.
Yeah, listen to Aaron Pierre talk about that, and then I think what really happened to him is he made up in his mind that he was going to be totally committed to football with the right body language, the right attitude, and doing all the right things on and off the field. And has it ever showing up? Because, like you said, they really do rave about him.
Third down, Deaver going to roll to his right. Now under some pressure, gets rid of it. The catch is made well shy of the first down as Carson Swan made the grab. But there's a penalty flag in the backfield, and Deaver's down and hurt. He may have took a shot to the head.
Definitely roughing the passer on this call.
Personal foul, roughing the passer with targeting. Defense, number 10, 15-yard penalty, automatic first down. The previous play is under further review.
Yeah, Trayshawn Clark, not only the penalty, he may find himself done for the day depending on how this review goes. We'll take a look at it as well. But, well, you have a team, what was it, 3rd and 27, 3rd and 28. There's just no need. And you also hope, oh boy, yeah, you could hear that. You hope Deaver's all right. He was slow getting up, slow getting off the field. Clark put it right under his chin.
Yeah, I think that's going to be clear targeting. Like I said, his helmet hits him underneath the chin. He's leading with his helmet and just puts a devastating hit on Devers. Hope that young man's okay.
Yeah, that's like an easy one.
Player number 10 is disqualified for targeting. Play has been confirmed.
So that's big for Liberty. Trayshawn Clark, one of your best edge rushers, 2.5 tackles for loss, a sack and a half already on the young season, and he's done for the day. As you take a look at that one more time. Now on the other side, if you're North Alabama, you're trying to figure out, all right, how's Blake Devers? You know where he's playing right now.
No doubt at all. That's a tough shot to take, and I hope he is able to shake it off, go through the concussion testing part of this and make sure that he's okay and get him back in the game, but we shall see.
Yeah, Rhett Files comes in now, the redshirt sophomore out of Gulf Shores, Alabama. Played in 2 games last year, but briefly, didn't even complete a pass. As short pickup goes to Parker Driggers. Talk about playmakers on this North Alabama squad. You got the 4 redshirt junior wide receivers, and those are the guys that Files is going to be looking for. But you've got some guys too, like the Driggers, who's just a redshirt freshman trying to make a name for himself, and he's got some speed, as we just saw. Files looking to the sideline. The other thing, if you're North Alabama, you don't mind playing slow, right?
Correct.
You want to keep this to a few possessions, slow it down, keep that Liberty offense on the sidelines, and so far today, this is going about as perfectly as they could hope. Slinging it downfield and incomplete. They were taking a shot, but the throw a little bit behind Dexter Boykin.
Yeah, I like how the Lions are keeping their offense open. A young man comes in there, Files comes in there early in the game. There's a couple plays, and they're throwing a back shoulder fade along the sidelines. It's like, hey, you want to get thrown in the fire? Let's throw you in here and let you run the offense. So in the third and 6, it looks like right now. See if they open it up again.
Rhett Files getting an opportunity earlier than expected today after Blake Deaver took a shot to the head. And again, we'll be keeping an eye on his status, as it looks like he's walking his way back towards the locker room. So he may be done for a while, if not the day. Pass completed, and that's enough for a first down. Files stuck it in there to Cortez Hall, who already has 3 receptions today. See Deaver making the long walk to the locker room.
Yeah, hopefully they can check him out and get him back in the game. That was a vicious shot that he took, but really like Files right there on that last throw. It was man-to-man across the board, bump man across the board with 1 high safety, and so basically he said, what's my best matchup? On a 3rd and 6, threw it to the inside slot for 7 yards, first down.
Files looking to throw again, running out of time, tripped up and dropped. Jayon Sanders got to him. Sanders basically finished the ball game with the sack against FIU last week. Gets one here early against North Alabama.
Yeah, Jayon Sanders' confidence is through the roof right now. He's a guy who really knows how to pin his ears back and get after the quarterback, and he's very relentless. Even as the play starts to break down, he will always find a way to get to the football.
And a guy who may benefit from the fact that Trayshawn Clark is out for the rest of this game.
Yeah, you look at the depth on Liberty's defensive line. They have decent depth, but losing Trayshawn Clark, which some may consider the best defensive player they have.
Files looking downfield, throws one off the hands of his intended target. That was Corson Swan, the tight end, who was unable to hang on.
See, those are the plays that the Lions are going to have to make offensively to help boost Fowles' confidence. That would have got them into a short 3rd and 3, 3rd and 4, but instead, a drop pass like that, they're facing a 3rd and 13, and it really limits what the offensive coordinators can do.
So the crowd that is here in Williams Stadium starts to make a little noise. Raucous bunch.
Bunch formation up top. Bunch trips formation up top. Singled up down here.
Files throws it far side. Caught, whoa, the high hurdle there from Ron Thompson, who got up a little bit. 5'6", not a big dude, but he's got some bounce. He'll still be well shy of the first down, though. It'll be 4th and 7. Right now, they're thinking about leaving the offense on the field.
Yeah, it's sort of in that no man's land right now, but a good job by Liberty's defense playing cover 2, and they had a spy to make sure didn't take off and run and protect that long throw and put them in this 4th down. Looks like they're going to take a timeout.
Yeah, they want to talk about it. Decision time early on for Chris Willis. Will they go on 4th? Find out in a moment.
You know how we come for nothing, not yet.
Thea Americana.
Nah, Mark seem off.
What about a Prunca Elevatia?
I've just never seen one associate with an honest Platyringus before.
What kind of bird has teeth?
With the Home Depot app, your phone is your most powerful tool. Find just what you need in a snap. Get a second opinion in seconds and have it all delivered free. Download today. The Home Depot. How doers get more done.
You're not just another policyholder to us. We remember your name. Hi, Cheryl.
You remembered my name.
Because it's your name. That's simple human sense. Ask your independent agent if auto owners makes sense for you.
Ever since I took a sip of my drink from Taco Bell and won the all-new Xbox Series X, unimaginable power is at my fingertips. It might be too much for some, but turns out I was made for this.
Calvin, why do you keep talking like that?
Like what? Get a medium or large drink from Taco Bell and you too can enter for a chance to win the all-new Xbox Series X.
It's so quiet and so peaceful. You fall in love, sing boom, you shout and you yell. When you're falling in love.
This presentation of college football on ESPN is brought to you by Carter Bank and Trust, Foster Fuels, and by Runkin Pratt. Well, Chris Willis thought about it, decides, you know what, let's just punt it away and not take a gamble here. We're in a scoreless ball game late in the first quarter. Let's just play the odds here and punt it away.
Yeah, good decision. Like I said, scoreless game. You don't want to give Liberty any short field opportunities. Hang in there and play a little defense.
Early, short punt. Just does sneak it inside the 20-yard line as Demario Douglas makes the fair catch. And there's another flag on the field. These officials are getting paid by the penalty. They are going to make out like bandits today.
During the kick, holding, receiving team, number 20. That 10-yard penalty will be enforced from the end of the kick. First down, Liberty.
So that'll back the Flames up as we'll step aside. Scoreless ball game. North Alabama hanging tough early.
With the Capital One Venture Card, you earn unlimited double miles on every purchase every day.
Objection!
Overruled. And right now, earn 100,000 bonus miles when you spend $20,000 in your first year.
I'll allow it.
What's in your wallet?
Thea Americana.
Nah, Mark seem off.
What about a Prunca Elevatia?
I've just never seen one associate with an honest Platyringus before.
kind of bird has teeth?
With the Home Depot app, your phone is your most powerful tool. Find just what you need in a snap. Get a second opinion in seconds and have it all delivered free. Download today. The Home Depot, how doers get more done.
The DQ Chicken Strip Basket, now with house-made Hidden Valley Ranch, is a ranch dream come true. When you dream of juicy, all-white meat chicken strips, crispy golden fries, buttery Texas toast, and house-made Hidden Valley Ranch. You heard that right. House-made Hidden Valley Ranch. So follow your ranch dreams straight to your DQ for the Chicken Strip Basket. DQ. Happy tastes good.
It's oh so quiet and so peaceful until you fall in love, sing boom, you shout and you yell, ha ha. When you're falling in love.
No score here in the first quarter. Let's look at some of the Ferguson family, Chris Ferguson's mom and dad. I said they've got a sweet snack set up. Joe, they came prepared. You have 11 kids. You know what you're doing when it comes to the snacks.
Yeah, well prepared snack. But the best part is Dad. Dad's over there and he's looking like, what do we have all these bags for? Like, the guy's got knots in his stomach trying to watch his son play football, and we got snacks everywhere.
Ferguson still in there at quarterback. As we mentioned at the outset, Malik Willis, the elbow injury. We have not seen him on the field today. He is dressed. But Ferguson leading the Flames offense right now. Peyton Pickett in for the first time. They give it to him. Runs into his own lineman and then falls forward for one, maybe two.
Yeah, and talking with Coach Willis this week, you saw it right there. He really spoke highly of his defensive line. He said these are get off the bus kind of bodies that come on defensive line. I like to say get onto the buffet more than get off the bus. These are the guy, if you're a skinny guy, you just want to slide right in there with these big guys on the buffet. But he really, really speaks highly of these young men and really speaks highly of the depth he has at that position. Believes that's his strongest position on the defense.
Yeah, they do have some big boys on there. You saw Broderick Martin there. It's about 330. Give it to Pickett again. This time some room to run, and looks like he'll pick up the first down.
Really, really nice job by Peyton Pickett on that play. He allowed the play to develop. It was a very patient, slow developing play. Worked it to the left side, waited for the hole to open up, and then cut back hard to the right side and picked up a nice little chunky yardage.
Really, everybody that's gotten an opportunity to run the ball for the Flames this year has found success, whether it's Pickett, whether it's Josh Mack. We've seen Shedra Lewis find some success as well. This run game has been dynamic.
Yeah, Peyton Pickett has really stepped it up. And like you said, when they can bring in a Shedra Lewis who's a scatty type back and can hit the hole fast. Joshua Mack, obviously, big-time player.
Quickly swing it out to DJ Stubbs. Makes the first man miss for a moment and is able to pick up a solid gain on first down. Stubbs has really become a big part of this passing game. We knew they had a lot of weapons, but we've seen the last couple of weeks, he's been a focal point.
Yeah, then when you listen to Hugh Freeze talk, he really talks about, he looks for matchups. Where are the matchups up that I get? If it's DJ Stubbs, it could be Noah Frith, but DJ Stubbs has seemed to got a lot of really good matchups because he's such a good football player.
So they get 7 on first down. Hanging in there's Ferguson firing downfield and behind his intended target, and he had C.J. Yarbrough going to the house if he puts that one in front of him.
Yeah, it was there. It was a really nice combination route set up by Liberty. DJ Stubbs went through the we call switch route. One works up, presses high, and then goes to the outside, and then the other, Yarbrough comes up underneath him and does a switch. They switch positions, and Ferguson was just a little bit off on the throw, but that could have been a long gainer right there.
So third down, 3rd and 3.
This is Liberty's favorite formation.
Ferguson looking to the sideline, making sure he gets the signal in, and now he's ready to go. Looking to throw the ball. Plenty of time. Fires near side, and it's broken up. Great job breaking on the ball by Kyrie Fields, the junior out of Columbus, Mississippi. Knocks it away, and this Flames offense has yet to get on track.
Yeah, you look at Kyrie Fields right there. What a comeback route by C.J. Yarbrough. C.J. Yarbrough can run downfield. He knows how to stretch vertically, but he's able to run that comeback route. Fields just sat on it, made perfect timing to be able to knock that pass.
down. Really good job by Fields.
And a good job by this UNA defense. They have been up for the challenge so far today. Jack Peavy back to return the punt. Aiden Alvis in there to kick it away. Good punt, fair catch called for and taken at about the 16. And a flag comes in, unnecessary. Just a little bump on the end, as that was Anthony Butler, I think, that just kind of gave him a little shove right at the end. No need for that, and the flag comes raining in.
You know, but yet at the same time, Matt, I just don't like that call. It was, yes, there was a bump by the rule.
Yeah.
By the rule, you can't do it, but it was clearly no hard contact. He held him up after he got him, and it's just like more of a, hey, make sure you keep your distance. And I don't like that call.
After the play was over, dead ball, personal foul, late hit, number 6 of the kicking team, 15-yard penalty from the end of the kick, first down.
You know, in these social distancing times, Joe, you got to be a little extra careful, I guess. Yeah, not a lot there, but at the same time, Butler, an experienced player,
shouldn't do it.
Don't even make it a question. Check in once again with Emily Austin. Emily?
Yeah, guys, you see the Flames getting a little bit of a slow start. I asked Coach this week about being favored to win, and he said, I think this will be a good test to see exactly what the leadership of our team is like and what they demand of each other. The meeting on Thursday morning was specifically about games that are favored. He said he's been on both ends of the curve, being an underdog and being able to win a game, and then being on the other side where the entire game you're miserable. And you see, hopefully, that the Flames will be able to turn this around and get something going.
Short pickup there on first down from Ron Thompson. As UNA offensive lineman down.
Lined up in the backfield, 5-yard penalty, still, first down.
Flags are coming so quick we can hardly keep up.
I feel like I'm watching an NFL preseason game right now.
It has been a little sloppy here, to say the least. As that's Joe Maxwell slowly making his way off the field. Barely over 100 total yards in this game combined between the two teams thus far, as we're nearing the end of the first quarter.
And the Lions offensively, once again, that was a nice little run they had, being able to pick up 3 and 4 yards. So they keep shooting themselves in the foot by getting, now we're 1st and 15. So they've got to be able to pick up 7-8 yards on this play.
In trouble, getting away is Files, and he'll get driven out of bounds. Now everybody holding their breath on the Liberty sideline to see if there'd be a flag coming in there, as that was close to the sideline.
Definitely thought that was in the late hit category.
Tyron Dupree in on the action. Have a look. He's kind of broke down.
Breaks down, does a good job scrambling out. It's a lot worse than that punt coverage penalty.
So second and about 16. Juwan Howell in the backfield. They give it to him. Good cut, as he's able to get some positive yardage there. Anthony Butler finally gets him down to the ground.
Yeah, these 3rd and longs put you in a situation, if you're the Lions offense, where you start looking into your screen game potentially. Be interested to see if, with a young quarterback in Files, does Liberty try to bring a lot of pressure here, or they've had some success just using their 4-man pressures, but they want to make that blitz to the quarterback. Could put them in a long 4th and long.
Well, Chris Willis has to be thrilled. Into the first quarter, scoreless tie. North Alabama feeling pretty good right about now.
What the heck happened here? Lamar, what are you doing here?
It's football season.
It's Heisman time?
It's Heisman time!
Corn chips, cheddar sour cream chips, jalapeno chips.
Come on, man. I don't got all day.
Ketchup chips.
There's a fog out there. And it's calling you by name. It wants to wrap itself around you. Make you forget who you are. But you won't forget. You've got to find your way through that fog. Through the unknown. There's only one way.
Now you can really save with Allstate. Save for being a new customer. Save more for adding DriveWise. Save even more for driving safely. Take another look at Allstate and start saving. Click for a quote today.
Find your 1 in 4 million. Now featuring virtual appointments and home delivery. Let's bring your match home. We met on cars.com.
Hey, hon, I'm gonna order some pizza for the kids.
Or order Subway. We ate foot-long subs all the time growing up.
They ate it so much, Dad opened one up in the shed.
What's in the turkey breast?
Turkey breast.
Interesting. What's in the Italian BMT?
You come here every day.
Good food that's good for you? Well, good for you. Now get a free footlong when you buy 2. And order ahead for quick and easy pickup. Because it's footlong season.
And some new fleets, new school year, whatever that means. From the sporty chic to the STEM star, go show off your fit, let's raise the bar. Whatever this year looks like, get fresh looks at Old Navy and OldNavy.com.
Searching for meaning in a relentless world. Always connected, but somehow alone. Trapped by illusion. We offer another path where the battle to belong begins. Awakened by a calling, united by the cause you fight for. No one can take away what it means to be among the few, the proud, the Marines.
3rd and long here as we start the second quarter. Flames hoping that pass rush can get home with more on a big piece of that Flames pass rush. Let's check in with Emily Austin.
Yeah, Matt, Darrell Johnson, a JUCO All-Star transfer from ASA College in Brooklyn, New York. He told me that the JUCO program didn't even have a football field. The team had to pile on a bus, some guys even on the floor of the bus to make room, and they had to leave an hour early for practice to drive to a field out in Jersey. From the looks of it, things seem a little bit different with the facilities here at Liberty.
Yeah, and the food too. He's put on 30 pounds since he got here in the spring. So yeah, he's living the good life right now. He says this is a dream come true. 3rd down, pressure, wrapped up, dropped. Flames get to him as Steven Sings, the freshman defensive end, makes the sack, the first of his young career.
Freshman getting involved in the action. You can see Darrell Johnson up top is able to duck underneath and Sings on a twist, comes over the top and is able to get the sack. That's the part right. If you only have to rush 4 guys and you can drop 7 and you get to the quarterback, it could be a long afternoon for the line offense.
He was a guy, defensive line coach Josh Aldridge said, was going to start seeing some more time. There's a few of the young guys that he said we're going to start seeing more and more of. You saw Coach Aldridge with him right there.
Great time for punt return right here.
Mario Douglas going to take it. He'll have an opportunity. Cuts it up, quickly hit and dropped. Oh, a big hit there as now is Jacob Cummings getting him to the ground. Steven Sings' first sack of his collegiate career, one he'll always remember as we are scoreless in Lynchburg.
A Thea Americana.
Nah. Marking seam off.
What about a Prunca Alavacia?
I've just never seen one associate with an honest Platyringus before.
What kind of bird has teeth?
Introducing Wendy's new Pretzel Bacon Pub Cheeseburger. Nothing will distract you from the pretzel bun and beer cheese. Not even all the comments on the pic you posted of your Pretzel Bacon Pub Cheeseburger. Download the app to order ahead and get Wendy's rewards.
Now you can really save with Allstate. Save for being a new customer. Save more for adding DriveWise. Save even more for driving safely. Take another look at Allstate and start saving. Click for a quote today.
It's oh so quiet and so peaceful until you fall in love. Sing boom, you shout and you yell. Ha, ha. When you're falling in love.
There's a fog out there. It wants to wrap itself around you. Make you forget who you are. You've got to find your way through.
That's another one. I can't wait. I just.
Well, hide your eyes. Here's the stats from the first quarter of this one. It has not been pretty. 75 penalty yards combined between the two sides. And it's been a struggle. You can say you give credit to the defenses, but I don't even know if you can do that. There's a good sign, potentially. Blake Deaver, starting quarterback for North Alabama, making his way back out on the field. Josh Mack, here's a good sign for the Flames offense. Mack runs for about 14 on first down.
Yeah, really like that play call right there by Hugh Freeze. He went trips to the field away and then ran the ball back to the single receiver and was able to get the lineman to hook out and make a nice block for a good gain.
They go right back to Josh Mack. This time hit, dropped. Good job by that UNA defense making a play. Maybe Christian Taylor involved in that tackle.
Yeah, really like to see Liberty try to run the football. Like I said, the strength of the Lions defense is their defensive line. Let's go big on big and see what happens.
Ferguson gonna hand it off. Mack again. Stutter step, picks up a few, but it's gonna bring up a 3rd and long.
Yeah, I think this is a big 3rd and long for the Lions defense right here. To get a 3 and out would be a great play in the game for them to be able to get off the field right away.
And the longer, you know this, Joe, they're a big underdog. We all know that. The longer an underdog kind of hangs around, the pressure on the favored team just gets ratcheted up, and you start to feel it more and more. And so far, North Alabama, they're putting that little seed of doubt in Liberty's mind. Ferguson going to throw it on 3rd and long. Has time in the pocket, delivers a strike, caught for the first down. Found his tight end, Jerome Jackson, for a big 3rd down conversion.
Jerome Jackson showed nothing but toughness right here. To be able to catch this ball over the middle and knowing that he's going to come into the middle of the Malachi crunch was a great job by him.
Back to the ground game. Coming near side is Mack. And he's able to get a couple. That was Wallace Cowens in on a tackle, and that's a guy that Coach Willis raves about. He says this kid could have NFL potential.
He spoke so high of him in the interview that we had with Coach Willis, and really thinks that he is the strength of their defense, and a really good job by stringing that thing out and only being able to pick up 3 or 4 yards in a tempo play.
Ferguson, lots of time, hangs in, delivers a strike to Yarborough. Now fighting his way for some extra yardage, pushed out of bounds at about the 12. C.J. Yarborough, a big target. Good to see him back out there and healthy, as he can be, I think most people would agree, the best receiver on this Flames squad when everything's right with number 13.
Yarborough does such a good job. He's the one that had ESPN top 10 catch in the first game against Western Kentucky.
They're looking his way again. Lots of time, firing. He almost had another one-handed catch there. He was battling a defensive back. Tried to reach up there with the right hand, but unable to pull it in.
Yeah, a little surprised he didn't get a pass interference call here. Yarbrough was trying to run a post corner. When he came out of his corner route, was grabbed, but ball falls incomplete. Maybe it is a little bit better not to have a penalty and let this thing play itself out.
Kamayan Fegan's on the coverage. Are you rooting for more penalties? Is that what I heard there?
No more.
Yeah. Josh Mack gets down inside the 10. Will bring up 3rd and short. So they're getting Josh Mack going a little bit now. Back-to-back 100-yard games for Mack to start the season.
Yeah, exactly what they wanted to do on that play by being able to pull the tight end around and kick out the defensive end. Once again, Josh Mack is a very patient running back. He does a good job of letting things develop, hit it up in the hole, put him into a 3rd and short situation. Very interested to see what the Flames do right here. What do you do in the red zone? Run the football, 3rd and short, or do you go to the passing game?
They bring Demario Douglas in motion. They give it to him, and it's blown up. Oh, my. Wallace Cowens absolutely blew that thing up.
Wallace Cowens came through the line of scrimmage. I believe he was unblocked. Yes, he was unblocked. And he came through angry and finished that play.
He's the cousin of the late Sean Taylor, and I think his cousin would have been proud of the hit he delivered there.
Oh, Sean Taylor is smiling down right now.
So Alex Barbier in to attempt the field goal. Claims it off, no good. He doinked it. Well, last week, the red zone was a problem for the Flames. It's a problem again so far today. Wallace Cowens, the big hit, and then the doink off the upright. And we're still scoreless.
With the Capital One Venture Card, you earn unlimited double miles on every purchase, every day.
Objection!
Overruled. And right now, earn 100,000 bonus miles when you spend $20,000 in your first year.
I'll allow it.
What's in your wallet?
The pan. The myth. The legend. The comfort food that started it all. The original pan from Pizza Hut for just $10.99. No one out-pizzas the Hut.
It's oh so quiet and so peaceful. You fall in love, sing boom, you shout and you yell. When you're falling in love.
In some ways, things are kind of the same. In other ways, well...
Any questions?
The good news is, we've learned we can do this. Turns out when we're hitting our goals, nobody cares if we're wearing pants. We just need the right tools, so our team stays a team. So no matter what comes next, we can work better, do better. This is going to work.
Ready or not, here I come.
Gillette ProGlide and ProGlide Gel. 5 blades and a pivoting flex ball designed to get virtually every hair on the first stroke while washing away dirt and oil. So you're ready for the day with a clean shave and a clean face.
Ready or not, here I come. You can't hide. I'm gonna find you and keep you happy.
Blake Deaver knocked out of this game early. Let's check in with Emily Austin on his situation. Emily?
Matt, I just spoke with UNA's training staff, and after that shot to his chin, Deaver received 4 stitches, so they said they're going to keep an eye on him. I said, does that mean he's going back in the game? He said, we'll keep an eye on him.
Well, Deaver's had just a heck of a fall. He came down with COVID during fall camp, so he was out of action for, I think, a little more than 10 days, and that actually threw things kind of out of whack for Rhett Files, who's playing quarterback right now, because he was close to him, so he had to miss about 2 weeks. So it's been kind of a mess all the way around this fall as they pick up 3 yards. Ron Thompson on the carry.
Yeah, 4 stitches in the chin. Love to see him be able to get back in this game and make a lot of hockey players around the nation very happy.
That's right.
This toughness.
He's on the sideline now. You hope the stitches were the worst of it. 2nd and 7. No score. Are you like, who could have guessed? Here we are, 9 minutes in the second quarter, and neither team's been able to put a point on the board. Whoa, what a snag coming across the field. And they'll have nice pickup on second down. That was Cortez Hall again. Cortez Hall has had himself a nice ball game already. 4 catches now.
Cortez Hall on a drive route right here, and the ball was a little bit behind him and goes up and just stabs it OBJ style and puts him into a 3rd and short.
Hall had about 550 receiving yards a season ago.
This receiving core for the Lions can play.
They can.
They can play. And if they can get, Files can settle in or Devers can be able to come back, they can have a chance to put up some explosive plays in this game.
Files going to keep it. Nope, coughed it up. Snagged by the Flames. Coughed it up, recovered. That was actually Parker Driggers they gave the ball to. He puts it on the turf right into the hands of Emmanuel Dabney. So you wait for a break, and there it is.
And we were just talking, Matt, that Liberty had not forced a turnover in 2 games, and finally they're able to pop the football out. A great job. I believe that was Darrell Johnson that put his hat right on the ball and pick it up and have that big turnover.
Yeah, first turnover forced by the Flames defense this season, and it comes in a game where like they're just trying to find something positive, some sort of spark. We'll see if that's it.
May want to take a shot right here after a turnover.
Give it to Peyton Pickett. He moves the pile, and he might get 3 yards there.
Yeah, see, I would really like to see Liberty, especially if they're really not getting any momentum offensively right now. 0-0 game, 8 minutes to go in the second quarter. You get a explosive play on defense with the turnover. Come out and take a shot over the top.
Give it to Pickett again. Breaks through the line, stumbles his way for a Flames first down.
Really like the job Liberty's offensive line's done on a few of these run plays. Are able to open up some holes, and believe the run game is made by patient running through the running backs, and both Pickett and Joshua Mack are doing a really good job.
They're going to stick with Pickett. Give it to him again. There's that patient running you're talking about. Runs into an official on his way as he picks up 9.
I think what Hugh Freeze would argue back to me on taking the shot over the top, I think he's angry right now. And he went to his offensive line, he went to his running back, so we're going to run the football.
Stick with it. Pickett stood up, but looks like he may just have enough. And he does. Well, listen, without your running quarterback and Malik Willis in there, a lot falls on these these running backs.
Right.
Running backs coach Bruce Johnson does such a great job with that group. And yeah, you're asking them to really step up and carry the load here today and not put all the pressure on Ferguson to make it happen.
I look to him to run to the wide side of the field. Nope. Quick.
Demario Douglas on the reception, dancing around down inside the 10, snowed under at about the 7.
Yeah, I really like that call. Earlier in the game, they went trips into the boundary and then ran to the wide side with Joshua Mack and hit a nice run. Thought I was going to see that again. But after running the ball, you immediately go with that horizontal bubble screen and be able to pick up the yards and keep the Lions defense on their heels.
So here we are in the red zone. This has not been a kind part of the field to this Flames offense the last couple of weeks. Flames have actually scored touchdowns, just 43% of their red zone trips. They take a shot, caught by Douglas, and it's a touchdown. Demario Douglas to the wide side of the field, and Chris Ferguson found him.
Really nice throw by Chris Ferguson on this play. They're playing man-to-man coverage down in the red zone. Had a hitch on the outside, a 5-yard hitch on the outside, and then a post corner on the inside by Demario Douglas. He knew where he was going with the football, and he put it right on the spot for a touchdown. That's got to gain a lot of confidence for this young quarterback.
Alex Barbier in to attempt the extra point. And that's up and through. So we finally have a score in this ball game. Ferguson, his first touchdown toss in a Flames uniform. And he finds Demario Douglas. Flames go on top.
We made USAA insurance for this season. When being a fan on a budget gets tough, our agents do the legwork so saving on auto insurance is easy. USAA. What you're made of, we're made for.
Abby says she wants to marry a B-Dubs honey barbecue wing. We get the sweet, tangy allure of honey barbecue sauce, but you can't marry a chicken wing. What are you going to serve at the wedding? Their family? 26 sauces and seasonings, now with free delivery.
It's oh so quiet and so peaceful. You fall in love, sing boom, you shout and you yell. Ha, ha. You blow, 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 when you're falling in love.
Now is the time for a new bath from Bathfitter. Every Bathfitter bath is installed quickly, safely, and beautifully with a lifetime warranty. Go from old to new, from worn to wow. The beautiful bath you've always wanted, done right, installed by one expert technician, all in one day. We've been creating moments like these for 35 years, and we're here to help you get started. Book your free virtual or in-home design consultation today.
Did you know that every single flush flings odors onto your soft surfaces? Then they get released back into the air, so you smell them later. Ew, right? That's why Febreze created Small Spaces. Press firmly and watch it get to work. Unlike the leading cone, Small Spaces continuously eliminates odors in the air and on surfaces, so they don't come back for 45 days. Just imagine what it can do with other odors.
6-play, 40-yard drive for the Flames as they make that forced turnover count.
Yes, absolutely. I think Hugh Freeze did a good job. He determined in his mind that he was going to come out and run the football, which they did a really good job of getting the ball down in the red zone, running the ball. Then he went to the horizontal bubble screen game, then came back and saw man-to-man coverage. Chris Ferguson knew exactly where he's going to go with the football. Demario Douglas goes on the post corner for a touchdown. Finally feel like they're getting a little bit of flow to their offense. We'll see how the Lions answer offensively now.
Barbier set to kick it away. And that one will land in the end zone.
Got it in the end zone.
North Alabama showing the ability to move the ball at times today.
Sure.
How do they bounce back now from, you turn it over, you feel like, man, we put our defense in a tough spot. Yeah. How does this offense now mentally respond as they make their way back out on the field? Brett Files, I was going to say, still in there at quarterback.
Yeah, I think first and foremost, they got to grind out a few first downs. They got to win. They got to win on first down to put themselves in a second medium and second and short and not get behind the chains and get some first downs and then hopefully hit a big play downfield.
Good slant caught, first down, as that was Jacoby Byrd making the snag. Byrd led North Alabama in receptions each of the last 2 seasons.
Yeah, really like Files' read on that play. An RPO right there, run pass option. He read the inside backer. Inside backer got sucked up into the run game, threw it right behind his ear.
He's going to throw it again, although pressure coming, he throws it out of bounds as he is dropped. And a flag comes in. So the official's going to talk this one through. Question was maybe out of the tackle box. Could that have been intentional grounding? Let's see what the call is.
I just didn't think that was intentional grounding. There was a receiver at a 6-yard hitch route.
There is no foul for intentional grounding. There was a receiver in the area of the pass. Second down.
I agree with you, Joe.
Well, it's good to see them not.
Yeah, big break.
That's good to see them not once again get behind the chains. But now they're in the 2nd and 10, and you start looking at what options do you have. Do you want to try to run the ball in this stout Liberty defense, or take a shot downfield? They've really had some success with their drive routes across the middle of the field, so That tight bunch formation to the top here.
Miles backpedaling, throws, and it's broken up. And a flag comes in.
Yeah, that's the right call. This is the right call. He was holding, Liberty defender was holding by the jersey as the ball was in the air. So this is a good call.
Yeah, Jimmy Falks on the coverage. This is his first game playing for the Flames this year.
Defense, number 8. The ball be placed at the spot of the foul. Automatic, first down.
And it's Falks that earns the PI. There's number 54. This is Udonis Haslem. Say, well, that name sounds kind of familiar. Yeah, he's the son of Udonis Haslem. The Miami Heat player has been there for like 14 years. Is in the bubble right now, still playing in the NBA Finals. So here's a look at his son. Big kid, transfer from Toledo.
Haslem's still playing for the Heat.
He is.
I did not know that.
I think
it's
almost more of a
ago.
player-coach kind of deal, But still making an impact in that. He's like, forget Dwayne Wade. Udonis Haslem is the face of that organization. He's been around there forever.
Timeout. North Alabama. Their second timeout of the half.
UNA will use their second timeout. We'll take one as well. Liberty leading 7-0 midway through the second quarter.
For years, I've trained dogs for the Marines. And like me, some of these dogs have seen many tours of duty. And for the past 15 years, I've been a Navy Federal member. Thanks to their fast approval process, when it came time to buy a new car, we got everything we needed to transport my wife's little bundle of joy, who I just adore.
Navy Federal Credit Union. Our members are the mission.
It's oh so quiet and so peaceful too. You fall in love, sing boom, you shout and you yell, ha ha. You blow, blow, blow your fuse. When you're falling in love.
At Chipotle, carne asada is back. The cumin, the coriander, mix it in with that fresh lime juice and that cilantro, and it just brings out those flavors. It's very tender. When you're cutting it, it's tender. When you're eating it, it's tender. It's bomb steak.
Did you know that every single flush flings odors onto your soft surfaces? Then they get released back into the air, so you smell them later. Ew, right? That's why Febreze created Small Spaces. Press firmly and watch it get to work. Unlike the leading cone, Small Spaces continuously eliminates odors in the air and on surfaces, so they don't come back for 45 days. Just imagine what it can do with other odors.
Tight ball game here in Lynchburg between Liberty and North Alabama. We've talked a lot about the playmakers for this Lions offense. Take a look at the career numbers for these 4 receivers, all redshirt juniors. And they have put up some numbers in their career. And Coach Willis saying, you know what, they all do something a little different. They all bring something different to the table, their skill set. So it's a perfect group for your offense. They can all, beat a defense in a different way. And we've seen some of that here today. Cortez Hall especially has had himself a good afternoon. And they're nearing midfield thanks to that pass interference penalty. Biles looking downfield, going to take a shot, has a man wide open, underthrown, but caught inside the 20, inside the 10, and bumped out of bounds. There's Andre Little. One of those 4 we just talked about got behind the defense, and suddenly the Lions are knocking on the door.
Yeah, real nice job by Fowles. He's able to sit back there. He comes to his second read, gets a little stutter and go on the outside, gets behind the defender. If he throws that out there a little further, it's a touchdown. But I'll tell you this much, that's a confidence builder for him and be able to move the football. Doing a really good job in this drive.
Little got behind Jimmy Falks. And now UNA with the chance to punch this thing in. Ron Thompson in the backfield. The keeper straight ahead for a short pickup. And I think that may have been Parker Driggers on the carry. It was. So we've seen now a couple of times where UNA is, I don't know if you want to call it a wildcat or whatever you want to call it, but where they bring in a non-quarterback to take the direct snap.
Yeah, what they did right there is they got into an unbalanced formation. And we listened to Scott Simons talk. last week in their game against FIU, and he said we had a hard time getting lined up to the unbalanced formation, and so you can see the Lions come out and get into that formation, but Liberty did a good job of correcting that problem, adjusting it.
Miles has some time, fires, and that was low, incomplete, as Dexter Boykin tried to pick it off the turf. And it'll bring up 3rd and goal.
Really good job by the Liberty secondary on that play. They tried to slip the back out of the backfield on a wheel route, and the outside backer did a good job picking it up and covering it, which allowed Files to have to step outside the pocket and then throw an incomplete pass. So good job by Liberty's defense, and especially their secondary on that play.
3rd goal from the 5. North Alabama with the chance to knot this game up. Miles has time, fires, picked off just inside the end zone. Butler with the interception. He brought it out, now looking to lateral. Instead gets pushed out of bounds at around the 15. A big turn of events as North Alabama was ready to punch that thing in.
A beautiful catch by the big man right here. I think he stabs this thing out of the air.
First collegiate interception for Anthony Butler. Grad transfer from Charlotte. And you could see him rethinking bringing it out pretty quickly. He was like, oh no, can I give it up? Can I give it to somebody? He's looking, Haskins is like, no, don't throw it to me.
The coaches were having heart attacks on the sideline.
Butler has really made an impact since he arrived from Charlotte, leading the team in tackles coming into the day. And as I mentioned, first career collegiate interception. So the Flames forcing 2 turnovers already today after not forcing one for the first 2 ball games. Josh Mack running it on 1st down. Now if you're Liberty, you think, all right, can we use the rest of this 3:40 on the clock, drive down, get a score right going into the locker room at halftime?
Yeah, if the Lions ever needed to stop, they need it now, because it's a margin of error is so small in this game. You think about this, Matt, if they would have thrown that long ball just a little bit deeper, it's a touchdown. Instead it ends up being a turnover. Liberty a chance to put more points on the board.
Ferguson gonna throw, stands in, fires. Did he short hop his receiver? And they're calling it a catch right now. That's C.J. Daniels. First reception in his collegiate career.
Let's take a look, see if he got it. Oh, this could be an upon further review situation.
Take a look. Daniels, get out of Lilburn, Georgia, and I think they are going to give it a look.
Rolling on the field is an incomplete pass. 3rd down.
Okay.
So that was quick.
So they'd already spotted the football, and somebody came in and overruled. See if this angle tells us. Yep, that's the right call. So Daniels will have to wait for that reception. And now suddenly it's 3rd and 5. 3 down linemen for the Lions. Ferguson nearly intercepted. He threw that one to the far side. And that was Jacob Cummings laying out and breaking it up.
Yeah, that was just a poor read by Ferguson on that play. It was 3rd and 5. He had a double out to the 2 inside receivers, 5-yard out, just trying to pick up the 1st down. Then he had to go to the outside. They squatted on the double out. Secondary of the Lions squatted on the double out, and he really had the go route on the outside. It was his throw.
So Aiden Alvis comes back in. He delivered one over 50 yards earlier in this ball game. I think Flames could use another deep one off his foot here. Not as long this time. Spiraling kick. Fair catch called for and taken by Jack Peavy. And North Alabama will have good field position. So despite the turnover,
big stop.
All they've been through here, their last couple offensive possessions, here they are near midfield. 3 minutes to go in the half. A chance to do something here before the break.
Big stop. The defense is saying to the Lions, hey, we did our job after that turnover. Now you got the football back in your hands with 3 minutes to go. Let's see if they can put a drive together and get some points on the board.
North Alabama is outgaining Liberty right now.
Yep.
133 to 131. Not many people would have expected the stat sheet to look that way here at this point in the ballgame.
They're doing a really good job just sort of plodding along, but if they're able to just eliminate some of the mistakes, they could be right here with a chance to tie this ball game up.
Short pass and a loss on the play as they went to Cortez Hall, who was quickly wrapped up and dropped Aaron Pierre in there on the tackle.
And once again, getting behind the chains in second down, you have to start taking some shots vertically. Doesn't give them much of an option in the run game in second and longs with under 3 minutes to go in the half.
And remember, North Alabama also only has one timeout left. Howell in the backfield after that loss of 4.
And no rush.
Play clock down to 5. Handoff. Howell cuts it back. Runs into Javon Scruggs. And he'll get back all that yardage they lost, maybe a couple extra.
Timeout. Liberty.
Right now, Liberty takes the timeout. They're thinking, all right, let's see if we can save a little time on the clock. Got them in 3rd and long. Get the ball back and do something ourselves.
So it really puts you in a difficult situation by trying to run that little tunnel screen they did on 1st down. And Pierre makes a really nice play to tackle him for a loss, and a little surprised that they ran the football there, but able to pick up a few yards. What I really like about Javon Scruggs is his ability to come up and tackle. Now you look at running backs, good running backs always fall forward, always falling forward for that extra couple yards. When Javon Scruggs tackles you, he doesn't allow you very often, doesn't allow you to fall forward. He's an outstanding tackler.
Big 3rd down coming up for this UNA offense. This was a group last year that faced some adversity. They're not used to losing much around these parts. We touched on that. First losing season last year since 2002. So you think, oh boy, big stage here, playing Liberty, how they react. I mean, this is a group, especially in the coaching staff, the success is ingrained in them. That's what they're used to, no matter the stage. And they have been right there with the Flames all day long.
Great culture of winning football at North Alabama. Coach Willis has a national championship under his belt, so expectations are always going to be high. Football in North Alabama.
Miles has the time, delivers a strike to his running back Howell. He has the 1st down. Can he get out of bounds? He does. Good patience by Files as he worked through his progression, found the running back, and then Howell able to get the yardage, and maybe just as importantly, or not quite, but gets out of bounds as well.
Yeah, really nice job by Files right there. They had 2 verticals, actually had 3 verticals, 2 to the front side, 1 to the back side. He went through his progressions, hit the drag route on the crosser for a 1st down. Really nice job. Like you said, Matt, just working through his progressions. You really see him starting to settle in right now.
Now the clock runs once they get it spotted, so it is ticking right now, and we're under 2 to go. Handoff. Howell looking for some room, tries to cut it back, and he's taken down. That was Austin Lewis who got him with one arm and was able to drag him to the turf.
1:30, under 1:30 to go in this game, and the clock running at North Alabama. I'm in attack mode. We're playing Liberty University, huge underdogs, only down 7 points. You got the ball on their side of the field. Let's hurry up. Let's get this thing going.
You can see there's kind of that internal struggle. Like, we want to attack, but we've also turned it over the last possessions. We don't want to make a mistake that costs us here late and puts us behind 2 scores. But yeah, I'm with you. It's time to go. Pass caught, and that's close to a 1st down as Dexter Boykin with reception.
Hey, when you're a big underdog, you got to make plays. You got to make plays. They're a big underdog, and they're fighting. Their defense is fighting and scrapping and clawing. So offensively, these guys need to step up and make some plays and be in attack mode.
They got the spot they needed, so a 1st down, but the clock continuing to tick down to 50 seconds. Not a lot of urgency. Miles looking downfield, fires into traffic, nearly picked off. Marcus Haskins had his hands on it and couldn't pull it in.
Yeah, once again, they ran a switch route on the outside, and they're trying to hit the dig. The receiver really needs to flatten that route out, and actually it was not the right place to go with the ball. Should have been down to the sidelines on the switch route to the outside.
Haskins is a guy that's had 16 total interceptions his last 2 seasons before coming to Lynchburg. He almost had his first in the Flames uniform. Second down now. Miles pressured, climbing in the pocket, now wrapped up and dropped. Austin Lewis, one of the two there, Henry Chibuzi the other. As the clock continues to tick. And now UNA, it appears, will use their final timeout. So 22 seconds left. Third down. Here's the situation you find yourself in here, Joe.
Yep.
If you complete a pass for 7 yards inbounds, you can't stop the clock.
Oh, that's right.
You don't have a
down.
timeout. So right now, if you're a special teams coach over there, you got everybody kind of locked in. You're screaming at a lot of people right now, aren't you? Making sure they're ready to run.
Yeah, no doubt. And the other part of it is the ball's on the 29-yard line, so you're in that no man's land for kicking a field goal. That'd be what, a 45, 46-yard field goal. So it's a tough call, but like you said, you got the special teams coach. You got that field goal unit ready to sprint out there in case they do get tackled in bounds.
If you're wondering about field goal opportunity, Joe Gurley last year had a long of 48. He and Sam Contorno are supposed to be kind of splitting the kicking duties. I would imagine at a distance like this, Gurley would be the guy that they would call on.
Oh yeah, he's got a 14 to 17, got a 48-yard on his
punting
belt.
And kicking. Like, he was doing it all last year, so he's a talented kid, but this is a big play to say the least. 3rd and 9. Can't take a sack, and that's exactly what they do. Shooting his way through was Butler, and what a day he's having. The interception earlier, and now a big sack. UNA scrambling to get the field goal unit on. This will be about a 57-yarder.
Good. Uh-oh.
Flag down, ball loose, chaos ensues. Zeros on the scoreboard.
I think we're just going to get a penalty on the lines, decline it, and take it to the house.
Might be best for everybody. Just to
take it to the house.
To make that happen.
Illegal formation on the defense, lining up over the center. 5-yard penalty. We will have an untimed down. Replay the down.
Well,
legit
so a big
shot
break, and that look on Freeze's face, it may be a smile. I can tell you it will not be a smile when he talks with his fellas when he gets to the locker room.
Once again, that's a tough penalty, but technically he did shift and line up over top of the center, which you're not allowed to do.
So now it'll be a 51-yarder, still longer than any kick we've seen made from Joe Gurley here in a UNA uniform, but certainly a lot closer to makeable for him. Not going to happen. So off the mark, North Alabama comes up empty, and these teams will head to the locker room. Probably a lot of frustration on both sides after that first half.
Yeah, you can't feel bad about North Alabama if you're in their shoes. I mean, they're in a 7-0 ball game. Defense is playing great. Threw an interception in the red zone, so their coach has got good things to say about them. If you're on the Liberty side, Hugh Freeze, woo, you better keep your britches up because you're about ready to get a chewing.
7-0 at the break. What had been an explosive Flames offense held in check here for the most part today. And Emily Austin is standing by with you, Freeze.
Coach, a couple big plays from Anthony Butler. What can you say about, and how much credit can you give your defense for staying in this game?
Defense played well, other than a couple of RPOs that we didn't cover, but and a shot play they took. Defense played very well, and happy with that. Offense is a whole nother story.
What can you say about the slow start? Can you give us a reason for, is your offense just not clicking, or what can you say about the slow start?
It definitely is not clicking, and we got to get in and get it fixed for sure.
All right, best of luck in the second half.
Yeah, I don't think I'd want to be in that Flames locker room. Hugh Freeze not too pleased. They did force a couple of turnovers. able to manage just one touchdown in the first half. We'll have highlights and analysis coming up from our studio after this.
We made USAA insurance for veterans like Martin. When a hailstorm hit, he needed his insurance to get it done right away. USAA. What you're made of, we're made for.
It's oh so quiet and so peaceful too. You fall in love, sing boom, you shout and you yell. Ha, ha. When you're falling in love.
Hey, hon. I'm gonna order some pizza for the kids.
Or order Subway. We ate foot-long subs all the time growing up.
They ate it so much, Dad opened one up in the shed.
What's in the turkey breast?
Turkey breast.
Interesting. What's in the Italian BMT?
You come here every day.
Good food that's good for you? Well, good for you. Now get a free footlong when you buy two. And order ahead for quick and easy pickup. Because it's footlong season.
A lot of folks ask me why their dishwasher doesn't get everything clean. I tell them it may be your detergent. That's why more dishwasher brands recommend Cascade Platinum. It's specially designed with the soaking, scrubbing, and rinsing built right in. Cascade Platinum's unique action packs dissolve quickly to remove stuck-on food for sparkling clean dishes the first time. Choose a detergent that lets your dishwasher do the dishes. Cascade Platinum, the #1 recommended brand in North America.
Georgia, Georgia, the whole day through.
Every time you touch a surface, bacteria is left behind. Now consider how many times your family touches the surfaces in your home in 24 hours. Try Microban 24. Spray on hard surfaces to kill 99.9% of viruses and bacteria initially. Once dry, it forms a bacteria shield that keeps killing bacteria for 24 hours, even after multiple touches. Try Microban 24. Available in multi-purpose sanitizing and bathroom sprays. This has been Medifax for Microban 24.
When pets were given the choice between paying more with cable TV or paying less for their favorite channels with Sling, the results? Well, there were no results. Because they're animals. They don't have a concept of money. You're not an animal. Make the smart choice and switch to Sling. Get the best of cable for the best price. Get started in 5 minutes at sling.com.
Welcome back to Lynchburg, Virginia, where the Flames are currently leading by a score of 7-0 here at the half as we welcome you back inside the studios. And guys, before we get into the first half highlights, I really want to touch on in the pregame show, we were talking about predictions. One of you said a 50-plus spot. I believe, Des, that was you. Pat, you're saying the Flames are going to put up 49. End of the first quarter, I think you can start tearing those predictions to shreds.
Well, I'm upset, and I think one thing that is standing out pretty clearly is I need to have a serious word with my resource in Vegas. The spread on this thing, it's been pretty ugly, but I'm definitely going to have to give my guy in Vegas a call. This has been bad.
All right, let's take a look here at the first half highlights in this game. And overall, a pretty sloppy contest between both sides, but Liberty being able to get pressure on the quarterback.
Yeah, I mean, that's really what's kind of keeping them right now in the lead, albeit a very small lead. They've been able to get in. You see earlier in the game, they knocked out Deaver, which is clearly impacting this offense a little bit. But, you know, the defense has really been able to come up big when they needed it. 4 sacks. They've got an interception in the red zone, and they've recovered a fumble. I would hate to see what was going on had Liberty not come up with some of these sacks. But defense is definitely keeping them in it. Offense probably needs to get something going.
In the red zone again, Des, I wouldn't say Liberty's using trick plays, but plays that are a little bit cute. It backfired there, and then unfortunately the special teams woes continue.
The special teams woes definitely continue this week. To have a drive that you're working hard for and you get all the way down into the red zone just to see it sputter and not get any points. But They did turn around, as you see here on the touchdown pass there, to Douglas. They had a nice flag concept there where Douglas runs the corner route, gets open. It was a nice pass from Ferguson. So they need to see more of that in the second half, and they need to finish off these drives.
How much of a confidence booster was that for Ferguson, Pat?
I mean, that's a big-time throw right there. He gets man-to-man coverage. Anytime that you can throw a dime like that, put it right on your receiver, that's got to get you going a little bit. He's 9 of 15 right now, but going into the locker room, he's going to want to remember that throw and kind of lean on that in the second half. I mean, he's got to get something that gives him a spark, and that could be it.
Looked like the Lions were going to get on the board, but then Butler came through a huge pick. And really, that was a tough play. Like, that was a rocket right down the middle. He gets the hand up there, swats it down. Then you could see in his mind, he was like, uh-oh, I shouldn't have left the end zone, but he got away with it.
Yeah, to quote Ron Burgundy, he intercepted that pass and thought, I immediately regret this decision running out of the end zone there. But incredible play, getting that big paw up there. It really kept Liberty in this thing right now.
Offensive woes, Pat, are they an issue where it's a lack of focus or just not executing?
I would definitely think it's the lack of execution, and we also have to maybe blame it a little bit on the play calling down in the red zone. We'll see if they can correct that here in the second half.
Well, make sure you stay with us. When we come back, we'll take a look at the stats so far, and we'll take a look at Chris Ferguson's performance in this game. We'll be right back.
For years, I've trained dogs for the Marines, and like me, some of these dogs have seen many tours of duty. And for the past 15 years, I've been a Navy Federal member. Thanks to their fast approval process, when it came time to buy a new car, we got everything we needed to transport my wife's little bundle of joy, who I just adore.
Navy Federal Credit Union. Our members are the mission.
Introducing Wendy's new Pretzel Bacon Pub Cheeseburger. Nothing will distract you from the pretzel bun and beer cheese. Not even all the comments on the pic you posted of your Pretzel Bacon Pub Cheeseburger. Download the app to order ahead and get Wendy's rewards.
There's a fog out there. It wants to wrap itself around you. Make you forget who you are. You've got to find your way through.
We do it every night.
Every night. I live alone, but I still do it every night.
Right after dinner.
Definitely after meatloaf. Like clockwork.
Do it. Run your dishwasher with Cascade Platinum and save water. Did you know an Energy Star certified dishwasher uses less than 4 gallons per cycle, while a running sink uses that every 2 minutes? That means even small loads can save water. So why not do it? Run your dishwasher every night with Cascade Platinum, the surprising way to save water.
What is this? It's another ad read. These things are getting out of control. Do they really think I'm going to interrupt the show to tell people, watch ESPN Live on Hulu? Come on, Steve. Do people tune into my show to hear me say, watch ESPN Live on Hulu?
No, they don't, Scott.
It's ridiculous. I'm not going to do that. I'm a man of principle. Never. Ever. I might. I don't know.
It's oh so quiet and so peaceful. You fall in love, sing boom, you shout and you yell. Ha, ha. Blow, when you're falling in love.
Now is the time for a new bath from Bathfitter. Every Bathfitter bath is installed quickly, safely, and beautifully with a lifetime warranty. Go from old to new, from worn to wow. The beautiful bath you've always wanted, done right, installed by one expert technician, all in one day. We've been creating moments like these for 35 years, and we're here to help you get started. Book your free virtual or in-home design consultation today.
When pets were given the choice between paying more with cable TV or paying less for their favorite channels with Sling, the results? Well, there were no results. Because they're animals. They don't have a concept of money. You're not an animal. Make the smart choice and switch to Sling. Get the best of cable for the best price. Get started in 5 minutes at sling.com.
Glad you're still here with us at Williams Stadium. The Flames leading currently by a score of 7-0. Well, third down conversions have been a struggle so far. The Flames have not been able to move the chains. As we take a look here at our first half stats, it's all about third down efficiency.
Yeah, Red, it's been really ugly in this first half. We talked in the pregame about how Liberty was almost 50% third down conversion coming into the game. Well, as you can see on the screen here, 20%, that's a pretty precipitous drop. Again, it makes it really tough to drive down the field if you can't convert on third down.
Both teams are having their struggles on third down. Obviously, you see there North Alabama 2 for 9 on third down conversion. But you can look at it another way. You can look at it and say the defenses are dominating in this game. They're getting a lot of pressure for the Flames in the backfield with their 4 sacks there. North Alabama is also doing a really good job of keeping this Flames offense, who has been so potent the first 2 weeks, keeping them in check here in the first half.
Yeah, let's take a look here now at the receivers on both sides. And Cortez Hall and DJ Stubbs, kind of the go-to men at this point. Pretty even.
Yeah, I mean, these are 2 guys that are known playmakers. You know, we talked about the 4 horsemen of receivers, and this is just one of the 4 stepping up. Cortez Hall, a guy that led North Alabama last season in total receptions. And Stubbs, we knew, was a guy that Ferguson was going to kind of lean on coming into this game. So Stubbs has kind of this proven track record for Liberty, and so I don't think this is anything to be surprised about, these 2 guys being the leaders right now.
Ferguson's kind of put in a little bit of a tough spot in this game in the sense that you come into this game, your team's 2-0. Malik Willis has put the nation on notice that he is a stud that's breaking out, and you get thrust into this role. How would you rate his first half as the starter in this game?
You know, right now, I'm giving him a C+ rating. I don't think he's doing a bad job necessarily, but the offense is definitely stagnant from what we've seen the past couple of weeks. You know, he's not making poor decisions with the football, which is always good to see, but they're not getting those explosive plays that they've been getting the past couple of weeks, and they're going to have to pick up that energy. He is the leader of the football team, is going to have to get these guys going.
Well, we still got more to come. Make sure that you're hanging out with us just a little bit longer. We come back, we'll take a look around the nation at some scores.
For years, I've trained dogs for the Marines. And like me, some of these dogs have seen many tours of duty. And for the past 15 years, I've been a Navy federal member. Thanks to their fast approval process, when it came time to buy a new car, we got everything we needed to transport my wife's little bundle of joy, who I just adore.
Navy Federal Credit Union. Our members are the mission.
There's a fog out there. It wants to wrap its whole self around you. Make you forget who you are. You've got to find your way through.
Find your 1 in 4 million. Featuring virtual appointments and home delivery. Let's bring your match home. We met on cars.com.
Did you know that every single flush flings odors onto your soft surfaces? Then they get released back into the air, so you smell them later. Ew, right? That's why Febreze created Small Spaces. Press firmly and watch it get to work. Unlike the leading cone, Small Spaces continuously eliminates odors in the air and on surfaces, so they don't come back for 45 days. Just imagine what it can do with other odors. Did you know that every single flush flings odors onto your soft surfaces? Then they get released back into the air, so you smell them later. Ew, right? That's why Febreze created Small Spaces. Press firmly and watch it get to work. Unlike the leading cone, Small Spaces continuously eliminates odors in the air and on surfaces, so they don't come back for 45 days. Just imagine what it can do with other odors.
Tout est chaud, tout est joli. La tour Eiffel dans mon lit. Paris fait ma nuit.
What is this? It's another ad read. These things are getting out of control. Do they really think I'm going to interrupt the show to tell people, watch ESPN Live on Hulu? Come on, Steve. Do people tune into my show to hear me say, watch ESPN Live on Hulu?
No, they don't, Scott.
It's ridiculous. I'm not going to do that. I'm a man of principle. Never. Ever. I might. I don't.
Welcome back to Liberty Mountain, where the score is currently 7-0 in favor of LU. Bit of a sloppy first 2 quarters of action, and the Flames will look to clean things up as they head into the second half. Well, multiple games starting at noon today. We'll take a look at some scores from around the nation. The Wolfpack in action, WVU in there as well. And we've got some close contests, guys.
Yeah, you can look up there and you see, we've got the Florida Gamecock game. That one's not close at all. However, there are some good competitions that we have going on right now. One of the surprising scores that I see is TCU beating Texas. The question frequently comes up, is Texas back? The answer here is probably no, but that's one score that definitely stands out to me.
No, what stands out to me there is the Coastal Carolina-Arkansas State game. Obviously, the Flames will have Coastal later on this season. Coastal is up 31-14 on Arkansas State.
Well, once again, 7-0 the score here at LU. When we come back, Matt Warner, Joe Yock with the call at the start of the third quarter.
With the Capital One Venture Card, you earn unlimited double miles on every purchase every day.
Objection!
Overruled. And right now, earn 100,000 bonus miles when you spend $20,000 in your first year.
I'll allow it.
What's in your wallet?
It's oh so quiet and so peaceful too. You fall in love, sing boom, you shout and you yell, ha ha. You blow, 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 when you're falling in love.
A migraine hope from Aimovig to show up for the sweet, the hectic, the tender, the tense, and the fiery. But for many, migraine keeps them from saying, I am here. We aim to change that with Aimovig, a preventive treatment for migraine in adults. One dose once a month is proven to reduce monthly migraine days, for some by half or more. Don't take Aimovig if you're allergic to it. Allergic reactions like rash or swelling can happen hours to days after use. Severe constipation can happen, sometimes with serious complications. High blood pressure can happen or worsen with Aimovig. Common side effects include injection site reactions and constipation. It doesn't matter what each day brings, so long as you can say, I am here. Aim to be there more. Talk to your doctor about Aimovig.
Did you know that every single flush flings odors onto your soft surfaces? Then they get released back into the air, so you smell them later. Ew, right? That's why Febreze created Small Spaces. Press firmly and watch it get to work. Unlike the leading cone, Small Spaces continuously eliminates odors in the air and on surfaces, so they don't come back for 45 days. Just imagine what it can do with other odors. Did you know that every single flush flings odors onto your soft surfaces? Then they get released back into the air, so you smell them later. Ew, right? That's why Febreze created Small Spaces. Press firmly and watch it get to work. Unlike the leading cone, Small Spaces continuously eliminates odors in the air and on surfaces, so they don't come back for 45 days. Just imagine what it can do with other odors.
That's set to start the second half of play. Liberty on top of North Alabama 7-0. The Flames will receive the kick to start the second half. It is a short one, angled near side. And fair catch called for and taken by the Flames. Just a moment ago, our Emily Austin caught up with North Alabama head coach Chris Willis.
Coach, you talked about using this first game to find your identity and who this team is. After 30 minutes of play, what can you say?
Well, I'm proud of my guys. I've got some true freshmen playing out here today. We're with our, backup quarterback going. I've only traveled 3. I don't know if our other guys going to be able to return. man, I'm proud of us. I mean, it's a win today because we get to play football, and this is something we've been waiting on. And then hanging in here with, an FBS program like this for one half of football, and then I look out there and, a turnover here, set up one score, and then we didn't punch it in on the other end. It could be a different game. It could be tied. Or, so we're here. We just got to continue to do that in the second half. Don't falter. Keep the game in check to where maybe by the fourth quarter we might have a chance to pull this thing off.
Yeah, great attitude, and he's absolutely right. Like, they're right in this thing. And one, poor pass away from possibly being tied up at 7-all.
Yeah, love his attitude, love his perspective on his football team. And we talked earlier, if that one long ball would have been a little bit further, that would have been a walk-in touchdown, but instead turned into a turnover. So they're right there.
Chris Ferguson fires far side, broken up. Intended target was Kevin Shaw, and it'll bring up 3rd and short. We also got a little bonus info there from Chris Willis when he was talking about Blake Deaver, saying still not sure if he's going to be able to come back.
Right.
Starting quarterback took a shot to the chin, got some stitches, and have not seen him since early in this ballgame.
Would really like to see Devers come back in the football game. He was doing some good things and just didn't get much of a chance.
So 3rd down now for the Flames. Josh Mack able to pick up the 1st down yardage before he's wrapped up and dropped. Tyree Fields on the tackle.
Yeah, you saw after Liberty got the one turnover that led to a score, they really committed themselves to running the football. So I see Hugh Freeze doing that to start the second half more.
Mack will remain in the ball game. He has 49 yards on 9 carries. He's wanting a 3rd straight 100-yard day. This will help. Straight up the middle, inside the 30. Finally chased down and drugged down inside the 15 of North Alabama. So you get 4, you get 5, you get 3, bang, you break off a big one.
Great job by the offensive line. You look big 65, mashed the middle linebacker down, opens up a wide hole like a Mack for the Mack truck. All the way down. Great run, great job by the offensive line.
Yeah, Thomas Sargent able to help clear the path. Now they swing it too tall for the intended target, DJ Stubbs. Chris Ferguson still has really never looked in sync today. 9 of 17 now. I think that 9 of 17 throwing the football today.
He threw a really nice ball on the touchdown, but right there, when you have a long run like that, Matt, and then you want to go into your horizontal pass game, you got to be able to put the ball in the money, get the hands into your playmaker, get the ball in the hands of your playmaker, and let him go.
Also, Hugh Freeze likes to turn up the tempo after a big play like that. Hasn't seemed like they've quite been able to do that. Ferguson now throwing towards the end zone, has Stubbs, leaping grab, did he bring it down? Yes! DJ Stubbs going up and picking it out of the sky.
Really, really nice play by Stubbs. A little sluggo route, little fake pump, get the defensive back to bite, but not necessarily did he bite much. DJ Stubbs just decided that the little man is going to climb the ladder, go up there and make a touchdown play.
Yeah, Kamayan Fegan's on the coverage, not able to knock it away. Extra point up and good. And the Flames, we were talking about at half, boy, you felt like this opening drive was so important for their offense, and they find a way to put points on the board.
And yet so important. Here it is, here's another shot. You can see Ferguson gives a little shoulder dip for the little sluggo, which is slant and go. They don't bite on it, secondary doesn't bite on it, but DJ Stubbs, I'll tell you what, when you talk to that young man, he loves to catch a football, and he goes up after them aggressively. And I really respect his competitiveness as a player. Very competitive football player.
More on Stubbs, let's check in with Emily.
Guys, you can tell the confidence that DJ Stubbs has in Chris Ferguson. He said all 3 of these quarterbacks are excellent leaders. Each of them bring different skills to the table. Whoever is in there Saturday, you don't have to worry because I know they are ready and up for the task, and they'll do whatever they have to do to help us win.
Second TD toss of the day for Ferguson. Big run on that drive, the 46-yard run from Josh Mack. As the Flames boot it away, short kick. Fair catch will be called for and taken by Parker Driggers. So Rhett Files came in as the backup quarterback. After the injury to Deaver, he was forced into action. He's shown some good things.
Yes.
8 of 14, 102 yards. The interception is the one that he'd love to have. Well, really two passes. He had the deep ball that could have gone for a touchdown, he underthrew, and then the interception in the red zone. Those are the two that if he could have those back, this could be a much different ball game.
Yeah, you see, he's done a really good job. He's had, like you said, he's had flashes of really good play. Even on that play, that was a second read right there. He saw his eyes go to his first read, come back to the second read, and was able to hit downfield. So if we can just clean up the turnovers, he's doing a good job.
Start things on the ground. The handoff to Thompson. He's quickly dropped. It's Amari Jenkins on the tackle.
Really impressed by Liberty's secondary and linebackers' ability to tackle in open space. When they come upon an offensive player with the football, they're getting them down to the ground quickly. And I know Scott Simons in an interview after the FIU game really wasn't happy overall with his team tackling. It's good to see them to be able to clean that up defensively.
Yeah, I take that back. It's the other number 9, Juwan Treadwell. JUCO transfer. Good to see him get involved. Pass behind the intended receiver. Treadwell was there as well in coverage on Corson Swan. Nearly got a hand on it. Treadwell, talked a little bit about him. Younger brother of Laquan Treadwell. Laquan, former Ole Miss wide receiver, first-round draft pick in the NFL back in 2016.
Both playing for Coach Hugh Freeze.
That's right, the Hugh Freeze connection helped get Juwan here. Transfer from Independence Community College.
Yeah, one of the things where the Lions have struggled, they put themselves in 3rd or 8 yards or longer as an average in the first half, and right back to the same thing.
Pressure coming, hit and dropped. Johnson was there. Sings was there. Really 3 Flames meeting at the quarterback.
And it makes it real difficult on a quarterback when you only need to rush 3 and 4 guys in order to get to him. Looks like they only brought 3 right there, so you can drop 8 guys. There's not a lot of windows when you can drop 8 and get to the quarterback with only 3.
Kendi Charles, the freshman, also in on it. And you start feeling the Flames maybe starting to kind of come out of this funk a little bit. Joe Gurley in to boot it away. This will be returnable for Demario Douglas. Hesitation, now has some room. Spin here near side, and he'll fight his way up to the 49. This Liberty defense pitching a shutout so far today, and that pass rush has been fantastic. 5 sacks on the day.
Trust has supported Liberty University for over 3 decades. When many were skeptical of Liberty's vision, our founder, Worth Harris Carter Jr., understood the vision and saw its potential. His instincts were correct. Liberty University has become a regional economic engine. We continue Mr. Carter's legacy by working with determined visionaries to transform potentials into realities every day. As with Liberty University, Carter Bank and Trust is proud of the past, focused on the future.
Only a few generations have been granted the role of defending freedom in its hour of maximum danger. I do not shrink from this responsibility. I welcome it. The energy, the faith, the devotion which we bring to this endeavor will light our country and all who serve it. And the glow from that fire can truly light the world.
Today tastes like a home game, like a huddle. Tastes like we're bringing the heat, and like a front row seat. Today tastes like we're a team, and it never tasted this good.
You know me as a Ram guy, but when our sponsors at Billy Kraft Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram said we could borrow this brand new Jeep Gladiator with a camping package, I couldn't turn them down. Check this thing out. All right, so he's nocturnal. That means the daytime is his sleep time. So Keep it down, Dave. Wonder if we gotta fumigate that thing.
We talked a lot about Chris Ferguson at the start of this ball game, the experience he brought with him. I'd say he probably wouldn't give himself a great grade. I know his standards are pretty high for how he's fared today. But he hasn't made the big mistake, so that's been critical. Hasn't turned the football over, and you saw on that last drive, maybe he's starting to kind of settle in a bit.
And he's done two things. You can say, Chris, you've done these two things very well, and that is throw the ball well in the red zone.
Yeah.
Had the pass to Mario Douglas for a touchdown, had the pass to DJ Stubbs for a touchdown. So that is definitely a big, those are scoring plays.
So pull it out here. Oh, my! He got worked, hit around the face. He's asking for a flag. That was Christian Taylor that came flying in. So he loses his helmet, so he's going to have to come out for a play, you'd imagine. But I'd like to see a replay on that. Woo! Because it sure looked like there was some contact to the head area. Jonathan Bennett has to come in for a play while Ferguson subs out. Here we go. Look.
Please reset the game clock to 11 minutes and 11 seconds.
I mean, when you pop his helmet off like that, it kind of makes you wonder.
Oh, yeah, he got up around his head.
That is, this day and age especially, surprising that you didn't see a flag on that, especially for all the flags we saw earlier today. So second 17, Jonathan Bennett. Hey, young fella, step in and sling it. And a flag comes in now as Kevin Shaw makes the reception on the far side.
Here we go.
So I think that one holding on the Flames is the initial indication.
Holding. Offense. Number 55. 10-yard penalty. Second down.
Jonathan Bennett comes fresh off the bench.
Yeah.
Okay, he throws
Please
the out
set
to
the game
Shaw.
clock to 10 minutes and 54 seconds.
He throws the out to Shaw. He had DJ Stubbs down the sideline. It would have been about a 50-yard throw, but he had him wide open. But again, Hugh Freeze comes out of the guy straight off the bench and says, go ahead and sling it.
Yeah. So Ferguson back in there now. Hand off to Pickett. Picks up some positive yardage, but it'll be third and still a long ways to go.
Shedro Lewis, I believe that's Shedro Lewis coming into the game at running back. He is obviously an explosive player. Look potentially to see him on a wheel route, something downfield, a screen right here. Liberty hasn't run a lot of screens this year, so might want to see him mix it up with a screen on this third and long.
Ferguson throws it out, caught by Stubbs. Hit, trying to spin back, keep his feet going the wrong direction, and finally dropped. KJ Smith couldn't get him down the first time. He did the second time. And is there another flag down? There is.
If this is unnecessary roughness or something like that, an automatic first down, Coach Willis might lose it.
The down counts after the play was over. Dead ball, personal foul, defense, number 25. That 15-yard penalty will be enforced from the end of the run. First down.
Wow. Ouch. That is a killer. 25. That's Christian Taylor, who had the sack on Ferguson just a couple of plays ago.
Oh, you hate to see that. They did such a great job. Had him pushed way back and ready to get the football back. An automatic first down. It's tough. That's tough.
Flames offense catches a break. Handoff right up the middle. Shedro Lewis running it. He'll get close to 5. Let's take a look at it. You can see what this is here at the end of the play. So KJ Smith got him down. And then I guess.
Yeah. Oh, right there.
A little extra shove.
Yep. A little shove, hand to the face. Came in late, hit him late, put a little shove to the face. I've never give, young man, he's learned a good lesson. Never give the ref an opportunity to make a call.
Shedro takes it again, weaving his way through traffic, and he'll be about a yard shy of the first down.
Yeah, really would like to see Shedro Lewis get the ball here in the second half. He's such a different mix-up from Peyton Pickett and Joshua Mack, and he's such a quick, explosive player that now he
shove.
Yep, little shove, hand to the face. Came in late, hit him late, put a little shove to the face. I've never give, young man, he's learned a good lesson. Never give the ref an opportunity to make a call.
Shedro takes it again, weaving his way through traffic, and he'll be about a yard shy of the first down.
Yeah, I really would like to see Shedro Lewis get the ball here in the second half. He's such a different mix-up from Peyton Pickett and Joshua Mack, and he's such a quick, explosive player that now he. Jumping the speed out, they knocked a couple down. So right there, they had Kevin Shaw on a speed out and then up. And the defensive back for the Lions jumped that out, had Shaw down the sidelines for a touchdown, and Ferguson just didn't see him. It's a beautiful route run by Kevin Shaw.
Yeah, Shaw's been pretty quiet today. Hand off, look out. Brody Brum in.
Did you know that every single flush flings odors onto your soft surfaces? Then they get released back into the air, so you smell them later. Ew, right? That's why Febreze created Small Spaces. Press firmly and watch it get to work. Unlike the leading cone, Small Spaces continuously eliminates odors in the air and on surfaces, so they don't come back for 45 days. Just imagine what it can do with other odors.
Your most life-changing sleep is about what's underneath. This is a Casper mattress. Inside, precisely 1,501 perforations create a cooling system so effective, you won't be awake to notice. Only Casper mattresses are made with 86 supportive gel pods to align your spine and eliminate aches and pains. It's the cooling, supportive comfort you need for the most refreshed feeling each morning. Only on a Casper mattress. Only at Casper.com.
Flames on top 21-0. Couple of scores here in the second half as you take a look at the scoring drive, capped off by the Brody Brum TD reception. You know, Chris Ferguson, we say, yeah, you know, it hasn't felt like he's really just had it clicking yet. It's not, well, he has 3 touchdowns.
Yeah.
I mean, he's only thrown for 64 yards, which seems like that's wrong. That's hard to do. I mean, he's completed 12 passes, only 64 yards, but 3 touchdowns when he's got down the red zone, aside from the first time, has been pretty good.
Yeah. I think if you look at, or if you were to tell Chris this morning when he woke up, say, hey, with 5 minutes to go in the third quarter, you have 3 touchdown passes. Would you take that? And he'd say, yes, I would take that.
That dropped, picked up, and then taking a shot there was Parker Driggers. Now you're in a hole if you're UNA.
Crunch
now
time.
it's like, all right, what do you have? Like, pull it all out at this point. 3-score ball game. Let's take some chances, take some shots.
Yeah, take some shots down the field. They've had some success first half with a little out and up move that got them some big yardage. So, but you got to expect Liberty's
5-yard penalty from the previous spot, and we will re-kick.
Kickoff penalty.
Wow. Well,
it's the old kickoff penalty.
We've seen a few today on both sides.
Yeah, there's a lot of cleaning up to do on both sides from the flag standpoint. tell you what, though, Matt, it is a beautiful fall day in Lynchburg, Virginia, and there is nothing better than the smell of fresh cut field turf.
Okay. I thought I saw you. I thought I saw you down sniffing it before the game. And he's getting a big breathe it in.
Yeah, it's the best. It's the best fall football. Can't beat it.
No, it is absolutely perfect day though for some football. I know a lot of folks wish they could pack this stadium out right now, but for all of you that are at home watching, we appreciate you joining us again this week. Taken at the 10-yard line. Angling the far side is KJ Johnson. Wrapped up and dropped as he crossed the 30. KJ Smith, rather, I should say.
Well, those are special teams coach in the film room next week is going to go crazy because they had the ball trapped down on the 13-yard line, have a bad penalty on a kickoff, and give them the ball now on the 33-yard line. So those are the mistakes you have to clean up special teams when you start having that less margin of error to win football games.
Thompson takes the handoff. Not much happening. Anthony Butler, one of a gang of flames there to get him to the ground. Butler's had a nice day. You remember he had the penalty on the punt where he kind of gave a little bump after the play and it was flagged. Yeah, well, since then, he's kind of redeemed himself. I think you'd say he leads the Flames with 8 tackles. He had the interception in the end zone. Also had a big sack at the end of the first half.
Oh, he has been active.
Talk about the lack of depth at linebacker for the Flames coming into this season, but Butler has been everything and more they could have hoped he'd be. Time in the pocket. Whoa! That was Ron Thompson just ducked. And I think that was Tyron Dupree that went just flying right over the top of him. He had him all squared up, ready to make a big hit, and 5'6" Ron Thompson just disappeared on it.
Yeah, this was a rush 3, drop 8, but this time, Lions offensive line did a good job of protecting the quarterback, and now you have those completions will put you in a 3rd and 2. Much of a more higher opportunity, higher percentage-wise to be able to convert this into a first down. So Wildcat look.
Yeah, and that's Driggers again, breaks through, and he was one broken tackle away from taking that a long way. Parker Driggers, the redshirt freshman. Here's a little stat for you,
Give it to me. Give it to me.
He was the Alabama Class 1A 100-meter state champ last year, or in 2019, I should say. He was also the shot put state champ.
What?
You don't get that combo a whole lot.
I mean, speed and strength.
Parker Driggers out of Brantley, Alabama.
I've never heard of that before.
That is a rare combo.
Shot put is for a big man. Speed is for a little man. The combination is rare.
It is rare. He's got it. Files hands it off.
Nice run.
Nice pickup by Ron Thompson.
Yeah, good hard run by Ron Thompson right there. Be able to turn his back and keep his legs churning, moving forward.
And looks like we may have another North Alabama injury. Another offensive lineman is down. As that appears like that's Noah Stern. We'll step aside while they take a look at the UNA big man.
Let's hide behind the chainsaws.
Smart. Yeah, okay.
If you're in a horror movie, you make poor decisions. That's what you do. If you want to save 15% or more on car insurance, you switch to Geico. It's what you do.
A Thea Americana.
Nah. Marking Seymour.
What about a Prunca Alavacia?
I've just never seen one associate with an honest Platyringus before.
What kind of bird has teeth?
Life is busy, and sometimes odors can sneak up on you. For a convenient life hack, try Febreze Unstoppables Fabric Refresher. With 2 times the scent power of regular Febreze, Unstoppable's fabric finds, neutralizes, and eliminates tough odors trapped in hard-to-wash fabrics, like couches or smelly sports equipment, leaving an irresistibly fresh scent. And for a tropical burst of freshness, try new Paradise Scent. Stop sneaky odors from lingering in your home with Febreze Unstoppables.
Every time you touch a surface, bacteria is left behind. Now consider how many times your family touches the surfaces in your home in 24 hours. Try Microban 24. Spray on hard surfaces to kill 99.9% of viruses and bacteria initially. Once dry, it forms a bacteria shield that keeps killing bacteria for 24 hours, even after multiple touches. Try Microban 24. Available in multi-purpose sanitizing and bathroom sprays. This has been Medifax for Microban 24.
The NBA Finals.
Davis a 3 for the win. He hit it.
Can't afford to miss a layup when you win the playoffs.
Where legends are born and legacies are made.
Time to celebrate a title.
And you know I'ma make it hit.
Got it, Jimmy buckets. Bang! Bam says get it out of here. Hammer time for LeBron James.
The NBA Finals on ABC, presented by YouTube TV. Rise together.
ESPN presents the Deep South's oldest rivalry.
Top 10 showdown on Saturday night.
He was going to be on the same track as able-bodied athletes.
The Blade Runner has been arrested for killing his girlfriend.
Why would a man kill a woman that he loves?
And there during the break, a completion from Rhett Files moves the chain, so it'll be first down. Now for UNA as they're inside the Liberty 40. You
can see Liberty playing much more conservative on defense. They've been only rushing 3 and 4 guys, trying to keep everything underneath them, avoid the explosive plays that hurt them so much last week.
In trouble, now batted in the air, intercepted! Intercepted by guess who? Anthony Butler. What a day.
The Butler. The Butler. I mean, he's having a day where he could be up for Defensive National Player of the Year with these kind of stats.
I think you might have just put in the nomination.
Yes, no doubt.
He played his whole career at Charlotte without a single interception. And now he has 2 here today to go along with the sack. And he's also leading the Flames in tackles with 8. He
has been a menace on the football field.
Flames able to get in there and get a piece of Files as he was letting that ball go. And that
all starts up front with pressure on the quarterback.
Jonathan Bennett in at quarterback now, it would appear. He's going to hand it off. Josh Mack picking his way for about 4 yards.
Yeah, just under 2 minutes to go in the third quarter. This is the point where the Lions defense needs to make a decision. It's do or die. Got to get a stop right here. Can they hold Jonathan Bennett, new quarterback in the game, brings more of a running style? Can the Lions make a stop right now, get them off the field, try to hold this to a 21-point game going in the fourth quarter?
Bennett hands it to Mack. Wrapped up around the ankles. He'll be about a yard shy of the first down. Mack now has gone over the 100-yard mark for the 3rd straight game. According to Liberty's notes, first Flame with 3 straight 100-yard games to begin a season since Eugene Goodman in 2004. Good enough for the first down there. So
I thought you were going to say our very own Des Rice.
No, sorry, Des. But we don't get many Eugene Goodman opportunities to throw him some love. So
Eugene Goodman's a good player.
More on Josh Mack. Let's check in with Emily.
Matt, I think it's really because the game is really slowing down for Josh Mack. He told me, I think the game is coming slower, but that has to do with the amount of knowledge I'm gaining. I'm studying and learning the game more from Coach Bruce Johnson and Sam Gregg. The more they're giving me, the more I can put in my toolbox.
Well, listen, C.J. Yarbrough owns the toolbox. That catch on the sideline, a flag coming in. So he just made that catch through pass interference. Look to get his foot down.
Pass interference. Defense, number 23. The penalty is declined. Result of the play. First down.
Yarbrough has shown himself to be elite along the sideline.
Unreal. Watch this catch right here. He made a catch against Western Kentucky, that one-handed going up high for it. And I'll tell you what, C.J. Yarbrough has more reach than a hungry giraffe.
We haven't seen a lot of C.J. today. I was wondering if he was okay. He hadn't been in the ballgame a whole lot of late as Mack bouncing outside. Now powering through the tackle inside the 15 down to the 11.
And that's just wearing the defense down and getting physical. Love Josh Mack's attitude going into that run. Not to be denied. Breaking tackles. Yaks yards after contact. He's having himself a big game.
So this offense on the move. Jonathan Bennett hands it off. Mack able to move that pile down to about the 7. So yeah, now you're just seeing that big offensive line. Like, all right, this is our time right now.
That's right.
And that'll get us to the end of the third quarter. So the Flames knocking on the door when we return. Liberty in control, up 21-0.
Who is USAA made for? It's made for him, a veteran who honorably served. And it's made for her. She's serving now. We also made USAA for military spouses and their kids. Become a member. Get an insurance quote today.
That's a buffalo flatbread bullseye for my mouth to aim at.
Oh, hiding, huh?
The new grilled buffalo chicken papadilla. Tangy buffalo sauce, grilled chicken, and melty cheese for just $6. Papa John's.
He was going to be on the same track as able-bodied athletes.
The Blade Runner has been arrested for killing his girlfriend.
Why would a man kill a woman that he loves?
We are in it for the finals. In it for Sue and Stewie. And the MVP chasing her first crown. The WNBA, we're in it for good. The finals continue tomorrow at 3 on ABC.
Does scrubbing grease feel like a workout? Scrub less with Dawn Ultra. Its superior grease cleaning formula gets to work faster, making easy work of tough messes. Dawn is a go-to grease cleaner throughout the kitchen too. Keep a bottle in the laundry room to pre-treat greasy stains. And keep Dawn in the garage to lift grease off car rims. It's even gentle enough to clean wildlife affected by oil. Dawn's grease cleaning power takes care of tough grease wherever it shows up. Scrub less, save more with Dawn.
NBA Finals.
Davis a 3 for the win. He hit it.
Can't afford to miss a layup when you win the playoffs.
Where legends are born and legacies are made.
To celebrate a title.
And you know I'ma make it.
Got it, Jimmy buckets. Bang! Bam says get it out of here. Hammer time for LeBron James.
The NBA Finals on ABC, presented by YouTube TV. Rise together.
Great. 21-0, Liberty on top. It hasn't been the prettiest of games today, but they found a way to get it done. Take a look at a game recap. Chris Ferguson got the start for the Flames at quarterback. Defense has also been really just harassing the quarterback files all game long. They've 7 tackles for loss. Ferguson, 3 touchdown tosses. That one to Demario Douglas. Couple of interceptions. Butler also with the sack as Flames getting it done today. Now the handoff. Not much happening on that carry for Josh Mack.
Joshua Mack carries for
goal situation from about the 5. 3rd and goal.
Yeah, I really like the enthusiasm on that defensive stop by the lines that coming out into the 4th quarter. They got some pride in them. They want to be able to make this red zone stop keep him from scoring a touchdown. Think probably get a back shoulder fade down here.
Bennett rolling out, has the tight end Barrett, and he walks in for the score. Simple pitch and catch to Chris Barrett. Takes it in for the touchdown, and the Flames add to their advantage.
That was really nice. If they had a C.J. Yarbrough on the outside, did run the back shoulder fade, but it really wasn't there. But they bring the second option, dragging the tight end across the formation. Just a simple backyard pitch and catch, like you said. Touchdown Flames.
I believe that's the first touchdown reception for Chris Barrett in a Flames uniform. Extra point up and good. Liberty's offense starting to find some rhythm. Jonathan Bennett showing you something as well coming off the bench.
We made USAA insurance for veterans like Martin. When a hailstorm hit, he needed his insurance to get it done right away. USAA. What you're made of, we're made for.
That's a buffalo flatbread bullseye for my mouth to aim at. Oh, hiding, huh? The new grilled buffalo chicken papadilla. Tangy buffalo sauce, grilled chicken, and melty cheese for just $6. Papa John's.
A Thea Americana.
Nah, Mark and Seymour.
What about a Prunca Elevation?
I've just never seen one associate with an honest Platyringus before.
What kind of bird has teeth?
When pets were given the choice between paying more with cable TV or paying less for their favorite channels with Sling, the results? Well, there were no results. Because they're animals. They don't have a concept of money. You're not an animal. Make the smart choice and switch to Sling. Get the best of cable for the best price. Get started in 5 minutes at sling.com.
Reward yourself with an award-winning Cadillac, the most awarded automotive luxury brand for initial quality in 2020 according to J.D. Power. Or find the perfect ride for you with a diverse selection of uniquely crafted Cadillac SUVs and sedans. Drive a new Standard with a fresh new lineup from Cadillac. It's the ultimate in iconic luxury. Current eligible lessees get this low mileage lease on this 2020 Cadillac XT4 for around $279 per month. Visit your local Cadillac dealer today.
We are in it for the finals. In it for Sue and Stewie. And the MVP chasing her first crown. The WNBA. We're in it for good. The finals continue tomorrow at 3 on ABC.
Jonathan Bennett's first career touchdown toss makes it 28-0 Liberty. And this defense has gotten the job done, specifically Anthony Butler. This kid, we talked about the early kind of ill-advised penalty he had in this game. He's made up for it since the interception in the end zone. He also has the sack, which really helped push UNA out of a possible field goal opportunity. Certainly a makeable one. And then came up with another interception as that one was knocked free. That was Steven Sings getting in there, getting a hand on it. Butler, the recipient. He has had himself a ball game. UNA gonna return it. Some room to run. Picking his way through the defense was Andre Little. And he's tackled just across the 30.
You know, Matt, with the game that Butler's having right now, you know, in the coaching world, they call a player usually this guy or that guy. There's guys,
yeah,
right? And then when they see somebody stand out, start playing the way Butler's playing, then they start referring to him as a dude.
He's turning into a dude?
Yeah, like this. Yeah. Butler is slowly turning into a dude. They look on the other film like this dude can play.
Rhett Files. Let's look at what his afternoons looked like. Again, he did not start this game. Blake Deaver knocked out early on a targeting penalty. It also sent Trayshawn Clark out of the ball game. Pass near side. Caught, first down, and more for Cortez Hall. Still fighting. Able to get up across the 45.
Yeah, really nice play by Cortez Hall. Showed speed on the outside, then yards after contact, great strength carrying the football. He's a find for this whole receiving corps. that UNA has is a fine receiving core, and it's good to see them get the ball into their playmakers' hands.
Hall now with his 6th reception of the day. He go for 44 yards. He has been their most targeted receiver by far. Files looking to pass. Now slings it out. Wrapped up, dropped in the backfield is Jacoby Byrd. And that was Treadwell, Jawan Treadwell, who's made... Listen, we hadn't talked a lot about him the first couple of games. He's flashed a little bit here today.
Yeah, something Scott Simons talked about. Coach Simons, defensive coordinator for Liberty, talked about how he wanted to get these young guys more reps. And to be able to get people like Treadwell in there, great open field tackles, only helping him get that in-game experience, and then to have that kind of success. And he's made some really nice plays today. Good-looking football player.
Byrd goes in motion. North Alabama. Files rolling to his right, looking for some help. Fires. And it's waved off. Incomplete. That was intended for Andre Little. Let's check in once again with Emily.
Guys, you know UNA head coach Chris Willis was saying that this was a pretty close quarterback battle between Rhett Files and Blake Deaver. Blake Deaver, as you mentioned earlier in the game, Matt, had COVID-19, so he had to quarantine for 10 days leading into this season. But Files had to quarantine for 14 days, even though he did not test positive. So that was really the difference maker in that decision for Coach Willis.
Yeah, and the quarterback position wasn't really what they expected anyway at the start of this season, as that pass completed for a first down. So big completion down the middle of the field. As that was caught by Patrick McCaufman. He's a transfer from Oklahoma State. First time we've called his name. But Reed Herring was a quarterback transfer from ECU. He was supposed to be the guy. He had the job coming out of spring ball, but decided to opt out. And so then it came down to Blake Deaver and Rhett Files.
And Rhett Files has done some nice things today. He's had what you sort of expect. First game of the season, some good plays and some bad plays, a little bit of inconsistency. But you look at that last throw. I'll tell you one thing I see about Rhett Files. He likes to throw the dig route. The dig route is the deep in route. The deep in route about 15 yards, and was able to hit McCaufman on that deep in route for a first down. So he has the ability to make some really nice throws and has showed some flashes of really nice quarterback play.
4 wide receivers set. Now they move Driggers out. Looking towards him. Connects. Driggers stood up and dropped Butler there on the tackle, about 2 yards shy of the first down.
See, just like that right there, man. That's a good job by Files. He had man to the front side, man-to-man to the front side, zone to the backside. His first read was, let me see if we have a man beat over. He looked it, checked it, didn't like it, went back to the backside. Receiver sitting against zone coverage in the hole, was able to settle down, pick up 8 yards on the play, and leave him in a 3rd and 2. That's just really solid quarterback play.
Brings up 3rd and short now. And the interesting thing about the season for North Alabama is, they play today, then they have a week off before the next game, then they have 2 weeks off. So this is going to be interesting with this quarterback battle and all, as Driggers takes it up the middle, has some room to run, finally tripped up inside the 10. I was just going to say, this team's going to have a lot of time to evaluate offensively what they have.
Sure.
How they can use talent like a guy like Driggers, as we've seen today in a Wildcat situation.
I'll tell you what, when you told me he was the Alabama State champion 100 meters, he hit that hole, I thought he was gone.
He's got some quick feet. He subs out now. With Alabama, you get to this point of the ball game, down 4 scores, you're just wanting to kind of find something positive, find the end zone, get something to build off of as you move forward.
Let one of your star playmaking receivers make a play down in the red zone. Give him an opportunity.
And whistles, and a timeout was called first by North Alabama.
Prior to the ball being snapped, timeout, North Alabama. Timeout.
We'll take one as well. UNA trying to get on the scoreboard when we come back.
Our members shop a little differently, so we reward every purchase.
Let's see what Kate sent. For you, for all of us. That's for me.
Navy Federal Credit Union. Our members are the mission.
Introducing Wendy's new Pretzel Bacon Pub Cheeseburger. Nothing will distract you from the pretzel bun and beer cheese. Not even all the comments on the pic you posted of your Pretzel Bacon Pub Cheeseburger. Download the app to order ahead and get Wendy's rewards.
You know what I remember when you were born?
Today tastes like a Sunday ritual. And it never tasted this good.
What the heck happened here? Lamar, what are you doing here?
It's football season.
It's Heisman time?
It's Heisman time! Woo!
Corn chips, cheddar sour cream chips, jalapeno chips.
Come on, man. I don't got all day.
Ketchup chips.
Find your 1 in 4 million. Now featuring virtual appointments and home delivery. Let's bring your match home. We met on cars.com.
This presentation of college football on ESPN is brought to you by the Kirkley Hotel, Liberty Christian Academy, and by Sounds Hearing Care. North Alabama trying to get on the scoreboard here. About 10:02 to go in the fourth quarter. Brett Files flips it. Driggers turns it up. And gets down to the 2. They're finding a variety of ways to get him the ball. I like the creativity with the redshirt freshman.
Yeah, it's amazing when you do good things, how more often you get more opportunities to do more good things, and that's exactly what Driggers has done today. He's done a really good job running that wildcat offense, and now they're trying to get him on a little jet sweep right there. They blocked that really well, and you were able to pick up 4 yards. It's going to be see how Liberty's defense bows their neck, and then what is the Lions' idea on how to get in the end zone?
Driggers keeps it. Oh, and he's hit and dropped. Javon Scruggs, shot out of a cannon, drops him in the backfield.
Yeah, the general goes straight down the line right there and comes unblocked and just accelerates through the ball carrier, hat across. Fundamentals you can get.
Scruggs always seems to be around the ball. Got 7 tackles today. He also was credited with the forced fumble earlier in the ball game as well.
Big third down. You almost look at what's your best 2-point conversion play. You're going to run it right here.
Driggers in there, and a whistle. Flag comes in.
Prior to the ball being snapped, all 11 players were not set. This is a false start. Offense, 5-yard penalty, third down.
That is the 6th penalty going against North Alabama today.
Those are just killers. They knew exactly what they wanted to do with Driggers. They had it drawn up well, spread the defense out. We're going to run an inside run with him. I believe they had a good play, and then to have that penalty, those penalties have just gotten them time after time today.
So backs him up a little bit. UNA wholesale substitutions as they Bring back that stable of wide receivers onto the field.
We're going to run a trips. Got trips to the bottom down here, singled up, man-to-man to the top. You have a choice, run combination routes down here, or just single up and throw it to the outside on the far side.
Biles had it, grabbed around the ankles. Is that Johnson?
That was great.
Darrell Johnson had him around the shoe. I think he tied his shoestrings together while he was down there. Finally got him to the turf.
He was crawling trying to get to him.
This Flames pass rush has been, and without maybe their best edge rusher, Trayshawn Clark,
the whole game.
They have been in the backfield all day long. Darrell Johnson continues to do it week after week.
Yeah, he just gets better and better. Like I said, week after week, he just becomes a better and better football player. He has such a high ceiling.
Field goal, missed. Joe Gurley just yanked it, and the Lions come up empty. Darrell Johnson with 1.5 sacks on the day. He now has 4 on the season, and the Flames remain on top.
With the Capital One Venture Card, you earn unlimited double miles on every purchase every day.
Objection!
Overruled. And right now, earn 100,000 bonus miles when you spend $20,000 in your first year.
I'll allow it.
What's in your wallet?
That's a buffalo flatbread bullseye from my mouth to aim at. Oh, hiding, huh? The new grilled buffalo chicken papadilla. Tangy buffalo sauce, grilled chicken, and melty cheese for just $6. Papa John's.
And some new fleets, new school year, whatever that means. From the sporty chic to the STEM star, go show off your fit, let's raise the bar. Whatever this year looks like, get fresh looks at Old Navy and OldNavy.com.
He was going to be on the same track as an able-bodied athlete.
The Blade Runner has been arrested for killing his girlfriend.
Why would a man kill a woman that he loves?
Planters is for the cravers. The crunchy, savory cravers. And the cravers that deserve something special. Planters Deluxe Mixed Nuts. Stay satisfied.
It's oh so quiet and so peaceful. You fall in love, sing boom, you shout and you yell.
Picture perfect day on the campus of Liberty University. Flames up 28-0. Run game has been key. Josh Mack, back-to-back 100-yard games to start the season. And he's added another one to the list here today.
Josh Mack has really developed as a football player. He's developed his maturity, and he's developed as a runner, his patience, but yet explosiveness.
Uh-oh, that picked off out of the hand of Jonathan Bennett, nearly taken back. KJ Smith stepped in front of it and nearly took it back to the house. The transfer from Georgia with the interception. Smith, an interesting story. When he was a junior in high school, he got diagnosed with a rare disease, attacked his muscles. Only like 3,000 kids in the country have this disease. Dermatomyositis, I believe is what it's called.
Dr. Warner,
he didn't play the second half of his junior year, didn't play his entire senior year, managed to still walk on at Georgia. Was a walk-on there for a couple of seasons before transferring here to North Alabama. A great athlete, an even better story, and picks up the interception.